He say it, he be like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you
He'll
can put him
catch
up
me.
later.
Yeah, he'll catch me.
And next thing you know, would you put him up?
Did you put him up? No. I'm gonna text him.
I read number one. I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got. Let me know if you're live.
Yeah, yeah, we good. You want to move it over a little bit?
I just need to put the light up.
But they always get caught feedback.
It's a little bit loose. This one. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
This is Great Monstone of Virginia, as always, to give you the latest news, article, lessons of the spirit and power about Shimi Shai. But as always, first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor due to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakabadash.
I'm going to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. We walk these. That's like a great, it's like this Great Millstone. As always, it's teach us the truth. And of course, I'm going to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who walk teaching us the truth. And of course, when I say peace and blessings and salutation to your Akamada that's putting the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, she's linked to the best of their abilities, God out the four corners of the earth. But then when I say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man, like I say, we're going to go to the spirit, but of course, the topic that, we're going to start off with, man, just about building ourselves up in this truth, man. All right. And we have to understand is, as a matter of fact, yeah, actually, so you can actually do stuff from the top.
Come.
When we come in this truth, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to, like to start with the basics, you know what to do, not learn from the truth. And you know what I'm saying? If the Lord's really dealing with you, sometimes, the Lord put us through tests, man. And sometimes we say stuff like, whether it be anything, because sometimes we, what I'm saying, we like to take a vow, if brothers can get that too, in Ecclesiastes, I think it's 5, something top, you know what I'm saying? Make us a vow. We gotta really stand on what we really say in this truth, man, because you never know when the Lord can test us, man. All right, because the Lord can test us in unexpected ways that we never thought it was possible, man. And then it could be anything. It could be family, your job, your work, your bills, whatever you go through, man. And the Lord wants to see you if you're able to go through these tests, man, especially about what's to come, because as you can see, the times that we're going through, it's gonna be hard, man. So the Lord's gonna test us, man, and we gotta keep that faith, and we gotta keep that integrity, because when you know what I'm saying, because there are many scriptures about what could happen to us, man, when we follow out this truth, man. Scripture talks about how there could be 7 more legions of demons on you. All right, it could be the fact was that hey, the worst thing that could happen to you, man, is what I'm saying, you can lose your spirit, man. You know what I'm saying, you can lose this truth, man. We've seen a lot of bug outs, man. Lose the truth over a woman, over being prideful, over not being humble, and showing humility, man. You know, when you read Luke 9, Luke chapter 6, Luke 6, 9 and 62, talk about, putting their hands in the plow and looking back is not for the kingdom, man. And then you won't be that guy. I was watching this movie about, with the American Gangster with Denzel Washington, man, and what I'm saying, if you actually, what I'm saying, pay the, of course, you have this truth now, what I'm saying, you start to rewatch it, there's a lot of quotes that he be saying is true sometimes, man. What I'm saying? For example, is, what I'm saying, for us, we want to be part of the elect, Lord, when we're not number, so we want to be somebody. So he said either two things, you either somebody or you're nobody, and we definitely don't want to be no nobodies in the truth, man, especially like these 2/3, man. What I mean? We don't want to be these 2/3, man. We want to be special. But of course, what I'm saying, we want to be something. Of course we saying that with humility, and meekness and humbleness, okay, not with prideful, all right? And that's what we're working towards, man.
I got a quick reset.
Yeah, go bring it up right now.
This is backing up the brother, going back to the original point where he spoke about us, being tested, by how about Shimi Shai, whether that be with family, friends, our job, whatever the case may be. Hey, we're going to go through temptations and tests. Ultimately we have to remain faithful and hold our integrity. But this is Genesis chapter 22, and I started verse 1. It says, and it came to pass after these things that Yahweh did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, behold, here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thy only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I would tell thee of. Right? So going into the story, Abraham, he was tested to offer up his only begotten son Isaac, all right, which happens to be, Yahweh Shah, you can receive it in the spirit. But ultimately, hey, the Lord had tempted him to see if he was going to sacrifice, Isaac as that sacrificial lamb,
Mm-hmm.
and Abraham was going all the way through it, But then the Lord seen that he was faithful, and he told him he didn't have to do it. So hey, those little tests like that, just to see what you're gonna do. Hey, the Lord is gonna put us in those different situations to see how strong our faith is, man.
Yeah. And of course, what I'm saying, offering up his son, that's no light thing, man. Especially in those times, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that must have been very hard. And then his wife, I mean, she was worried about, where basic Isaac was at, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a fearful thing for especially a woman to go through, man. Like I said, so if she was there with Abraham, she probably would have stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Probably would have itched in his ears. Don't do it. Whatever you, this so-called God that you believe in, you know what I'm saying? You just going crazy and you're on his religion and doing this stuff like that, man.
Yeah,
You know? And that's why it's beautiful that the Lord only deals with men, man. Because we can see it, man. You know what I'm saying? We look at all these women that our forefathers went through, man, such as Job.
Yes, spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Job and Lux, man. You know what I'm saying? They turned their backs, man. You know what I'm saying? That should give us more evidence that, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much you believe your woman is so-called good in the truth, eventually, you know what I'm saying? She just, you know what I'm saying? The Lord just not dealing with her, man.
Yeah, she's the weaker
Vessel,
vessel.
man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to realize, man. And of course, like I said, the Lord gonna show us, man. And the Lord shows us, man. 'Cause as it says, I want to bring out too, Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's no new thing under the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened to our forefathers is gonna same thing happen to us, man. But now, you know what I'm saying, the time that we're living in, we have to understand it, man. You know what I'm saying? When we read these things, you know what I'm saying, we just don't read it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't read it, man. You know what I'm saying? You read it, but you have to understand it. Just like in Revelations, they that have an ear, let them hear. It's not about hearing, but you have to understand it. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand these scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? These scriptures really apply to our daily lives, man. And if the Lord's really dealing with us, the Lord's gonna make us go through these things, man. It's the same thing with chastening, man. Hey, when you be chastening, the Father, what? The Heavenly Father loves when we chasten, man. So don't think that as a bad thing, whatever you're going through, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a thing of love, man. And now that us in His truth, like I say, it may hurt for that moment. You may not, quickly understand, but over time, like, damn, I can see why, the Lord did that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I say it's like, you know what? I believe you. I don't need you. And when that time comes, like, oh, baby, this and that, like, no, man, you can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you just didn't back on your word what you said. That's why I wanted to bring out, we get it, through the spirit about Ecclesiastes 5, man, making a vow to the Most High, and you don't want to pay it. Now, you make yourself look bad, and now you made the Most High angry. And now the Lord says, well, if you can't do a small, well, you can't make the vow to small things. Now I can't trust you with the big thing. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, you lost favor with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that guy. That's why I say, you know what I mean? That's why what we gotta, rehearse righteous acts and get as much knowledge as knowledge as you can. When that time of Jacob's trouble come, whatever the Lord tries us, man. That's why. What's that in Isaiah 31? Um, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, man. Yeah.
I got the Revelation.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
That's right, man. As you can see the times that we had, man. We live in some dangerous times, man. Anything can happen. You just seen the school shooting that's going on recently. And of course, I'm pretty sure brothers know where about that chase bait glitch, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Jake thought that he can supplant Eve, the money system, man. Come to find out, it was actually Eve that did that, man. You know what I'm saying? Eve knew that, 2/3 want to go up. Eve knew that, 2/3 Chase was gonna go out there and try to manipulate the system, man. But what happened? It backfired, man. You fell into Esau's trap, man. He wanted you to do it. Now you gotta serve fair time, man. And on top of that, now you gotta pay that back. Now you lost. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Jake don't want to do, because again, that's 2/3 mindset. They don't want to work the righteous way, man. Jake want everything now. That's what that's his problem. He don't want to work for shit. That's why the Lord don't want these 2/3, man, coming in the kingdom, man. That's why they got to be brought back, man, because what they don't deserve it. Man. As you can see, they don't want to. Like I said, anything. Like I said, if you want to shout something, you have to work for it, and righteousness, man. That's how some of these athletes, they work 24, sacrifice their time and their family to get to where they at. 2/3, they don't want to do that. They want it. I want to hear. I want it now. Just like, again, this is nothing new. Just like with the PPP loans, man. Now it's coming out recently that the people that took in these PPP loans, they actually come to, like I said, when it comes to E, he gonna get his money back regardless, and how much it is. Now he's coming back full circle to get those PPP loans that that he's 2/3 on, man. So he gonna get his money back, man. Again, we men of the Lord, what I'm saying? We don't have to rely on basic E system, man. Because what we got the brotherhood for, man. That's what the truth taught us for. About trust, love, and respect the brotherhood, man. And look out for one each other, man. You know, that's what these 2/3 don't have, and that's why they basically accept to do anything. So how much more during the time when the chip comes, man? 2/3 gonna be willingly taking it, man. But we men of the Lord, Lord willing, we don't take that chip, man. When our temptation comes, man. That's why. Go ahead, no, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was driving. Go ahead.
Yeah, Con,
What?
Jake is easily offended,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, Con, 'cause Jake will find an offense in anything. Wow. Jake will find an offense, to get out of a situation that could be beneficial for him. Here it is, any brother, that falls out of the truth, in some shape, form, or fashion, obviously, you have something outside allow that to happen, but at some point, an offense happened to him, whereas, that offense caused evilness, to grow within him. I got a precept above the show. The book of First Peter, chapter 2 and verse 1, I read down to 2. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and guile and 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 hypocrisies and envies and all evil speaking, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. Because sometimes you actually have to sink back into that state, whereas you have to.
Remember that first love?
Yeah, right. Remember that first love, like the water. You know what I'm saying? And understand what this is about. You know? That's all I got.
Yeah, come. I thought the scripture I looked for. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 2. It says, My son, walk not thou and it says, My son, walk not thou in the way of with them. Refrain thy foot from their paths, for their feet run into evil and make haste to shed blood. And that's 2/3 mindset, man. That's why we can't walk in their path, man. That's why we can't agree with them, man. That's why our mindset is different from theirs, man. That's why they look at us differently. They hate us, they envy us, in all types of manner, man. Because we stand for righteousness, man, and we do things how the way it's supposed to be done through the law, statutes, and commandments that the Heavenly Father and His Son have set up, man. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us special, man, compared to these 2/3, man. And they hate seeing it, man. And the time's gonna come, what I'm saying, when the time of judgment comes, that Lord will be part of those men, hey man, like I said, man, won't be a gold tried as a refined, man, as the scripture says, man. You know, because hey, they're gonna see it, man. And on top of that, we're gonna have to thaw off, man, which is what the mark of exemption. They're gonna see when the time comes, man. When they Amos 8:11 hit, man, they're gonna say, well, those men that stood in the corners, man. Bibles right in their hands, man. They're gonna be looking for us, man. You know?
Yep. The scriptures say that everything be done decently and in order. Jake don't have that decency or is in order. That's why a lot of calamities will fall upon Jake. As far as what's going on that can turn to the bank. The scriptures also say never trust thine enemies. This devil has never set up a system where we would even prosper anywhere close, to where he's at. Everything is against us. And the prophets have been telling Jake, this is not your rest. This ain't your kingdom.
Yeah.
Stop trying to build up this man's kingdom when you should be working on the kingdom to come. They have their treasures in heaven where moth does not corrupt.
Yeah, you got Jake. You got Jake participating in these elections, and they don't even know who finances the candidates. Now, when you look at who the biggest fundraiser, the biggest fundraisers to Trump's campaign, they're all Amalekites. Every last one of them. When you look at Biden's cabinet, Democrat cabinet, they're all Amalekites. So all you're doing is participating in a game that they set up for you to play. all you gotta do is follow where the money comes from, and you can see who controls it. It goes back to what Meyer Rothschild said. He said, "Look, I don't care who the president is. Let me control the finances. If they control the finances, they control what you're gonna see on television, hear on your radio station. The music is totally corrupted now. You got rappers selling, big name rappers selling 20,000 first week now. And this is you only got like 4 or 5 rappers that are able to sell 300,000, 400,000 first week. If you're not Drake or Kendrick Lamar or Nicki Minaj or somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, you got a big name right now, you're not, the industry's collapsing.
Yeah.
They've been firing a lot of these people that work in these record companies, laying them off.
Yeah. Got to show you what just make it real quick. Job security, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not even safe anymore.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, just make it real quick. Like I said, what's that dude name? Antoine Dawson. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a recent video about an NFL wife. So come to find out that her husband that used to play for the Browns in Ohio, basically he got cut off, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was nobody, as you say that. Patrick Mahomes is nobody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody? And think about it, because it makes sense, because think about it. They have a draft every year. So somebody that's not performing, they got to get cut. So obviously he was one of those men that got, you know what I'm saying, that didn't perform how the way they wanted, and he got cut. Go to show you, man, that no matter what sports fake, whatever, like I said, if you're not progressing on how they want, they're gonna find somebody else. You know, like I said, for him, like I said, you know, he worked hard to get to where he at, and you know what I'm saying. And then we already know how much percentage you have to be, you know, if you're not connected. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to get in when you need to.
Yeah, the scripture in Sirach says if he had any need of thee, he will use thee.
Yeah.
You know, so ultimately, hey, Esau, he's known for. Esau is known for using and abusing the children of Israel, man, for his benefit, man. You know, look at his kingdom. His whole kingdom was built off the blood and sweat of the nation of Israel. You know,
Yeah.
Even with that, with the bank systems and so on and so forth. What is that scripture about the lender? I can't.
He's a lender. I mean, going back to the original point, all people don't even realize that, look, everything that you put your hand into, they control it. Right? You fighting this man's wars. What are the wars? They say all wars are what? Bankers wars.
Yeah.
I just was watching a clip today. You had a he said I'm done being a tool for genocide. And he's on live. He's recording this shit live. He's on base.
Yeah.
A high security base. He sets the camera up, and one of the patrolmen was kind of looking, but he didn't know what he was. Hey man, you need help? He starts pouring the shit on him.
Yeah. Yes.
Then, you know, let himself on fire. He puts his hand on. Says free Palestine.
Oh, yeah.
What you call it, man?
Yeah.
Free Palestine.
You got screaming.
And he let that shit on fire. As he kept going harder and harder, he was man. But it's just crazy. But he realized what he's been seeing babies blown up.
Yeah.
He's been seeing wives get raped, men get raped, boys. And he's seen some shit. To drive a man to set himself on fire,
Yeah, like that.
he's had to see some crazy shit. And he know he was a part of it. He could have been an Israelite Scufflebird. Who knows? But even Edomites are like, man, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And really, it all goes back to Amalek. When you look at who financed the slave trade, it's all Amalek. Amalek was the finance of the slave trade. You look at who controls the banks, Amalek. You look at who controls sports, Amalek. You look at who controls the pornography industry, which is humongous now. It's Amalek. Really, when you go into the nitty gritty of everything, it goes back to Amalek. And Amalek don't give a fuck about the rest of Edom. And a lot of these Edomites are realizing that, and they're starting to expose Amalek.
Hey, that's why I did a video just earlier today, man, about the 2 military, man. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? They better go against the government, man. So you know that's all about civil war, civil unrest. It's prophesied in scriptures, man, which is beautiful, man. For to show you that, again, I said there's nothing new on the sun. It's happening in Roman times as well, man. You know what I'm saying? With ignorance in you, man. So it's beautiful that the times that we're living in, that man, you know, this is another sign of America's downfall. Brother got
when they
it.
had the C19 potion out there, who was the company's owned by?
Yeah.
Amalek.
That's Job 9:24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? That he is Amalek, man. You know? So, hey, the Lord has shown us who truly the devil is, man. And it's only going to be a short amount of time before these people wake up and realize that. And when they do, like the brother says, it's going to be civil war.
Now that's not a get out of free jail call for the rest of the year,
Yeah.
because you still have benefited
Yeah.
from Edomite supremacy and you hate Jake.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get on Twitter, man. Up today, I seen a clip. The guy from Fresh and Fit, Myron,
Yeah.
which he's actually a
He built.
yeah,
Him.
yeah.
Him.
But he gets into a chat room with these Edomites, but he don't realize they all racist. And so, when they get into it, man, get this fucking nigger out of here. Let me tell you, this is all white room. And they just ban him out of the room. And he's like, fucking niggers. No good niggers. And you go to these guys' channels and they just showing their hate for Jake.
Yeah.
So Amalek can control everything, but even your base Edomite has an instinct hatred and envy for Jake.
Yeah.
I see one, he gets on, what's the chat and say, Omega. He gets on Omega and he
Oh yeah.
a
That
black
elevates
bitch gets up there
Yeah, elevates.
and he's like, hey, how y'all doing? And she's like, we doing good. Oh, okay, I got a few questions for you. How do you feel about niggas? And that's when she been like, she snapped, she's like, racist cracker. He's like, y'all don't add anything good to society. She's like, well, we created everything. He's like, what the fuck y'all did? Give me one thing you created. And she was like, the lights you fucking under. She was, getting at her. And then he was like, bitch, Thomas Edison gave us that. And she was like, no, he stole it.
Yeah.
Now, you would have thought the bitch didn't even know.
Yeah.
She had a bottle of Henny in her hand. She had the eyelashes.
Man.
But he's sitting like, bitch, we created it. And the nigga don't even know that when you go into the history, even though Thomas Edison actually came through with the whole invention, he got the ideas and the concept.
Yeah,
from
the
Jake.
blueprint, bring it to the blueprint. Yeah.
There's a lawsuit still behind that. Copyright lawsuit behind it.
Yeah. What's the chick name who created who wrote up the script for the Matrix?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she finally got her she finally was able to sue them and she got her compensation for it.
So she ain't get shit.
She she like literally just recently she finally got her compensation for it.
Wow.
Yeah, it took her that long. That's like,
And that shit came out in like the
24
90s or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, they said
Yeah, early 90s,
yeah, 25 years. That's like, damn.
Matrix still making money.
Yeah, still. But they just made a
Terminator.
new one.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And the Terminator is regarded as one of the greatest fucking movie of all fucking time.
Yeah, cause she exactly. She read up that too as well.
Yeah.
She said that tied in. That was a whole a series tied into it. She was saying Sarah Connors was quote unquote the mother of Yahweh Shai, whatever the case may be, and John Connor was supposed to be that Yahweh Shai was coming back to defeat the machines or something.
Resurrection.
Exactly.
And they stole her whole script. Another thing the guy said too, he was like, back to the Omega thing, he was like, yeah, how many blacks killed blacks?
Oh,
She was
man.
like, well, y'all murdered, what the fuck did y'all do to us? Y'all murdered everything, he was like, how many niggas are gonna die
Yeah.
all with a knife? So they basically look at you as insignificant beings.
Yeah,
Wow.
very furious.
He was like, oh, did you go to college? You got a degree? She's like, yeah, I got a degree. Yeah, don't you know affirmative action? He was only able to get that by affirmative action. There's a certain quantity of niggers they got to allow on the campus. He said, no, one nigger in the history made it to college on their own. It's by affirmative action, which that's a fucking lie. Yes, in some cases that they did help certain Jakes get into college, but that just shows their innate hate for Jake.
Since it talks about what?
Yeah.
It talks about what that quote unquote perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? Even like the ones that someone like you said, they're racist. They just what I'm saying. They, come back there and take they always ask me, why you hate us so much? You know what I'm saying? These rallies and they tell you like I don't know. Because they don't know, but again, it's that perpetual hatred according to going back to the scriptures.
Yeah.
Going back to Genesis, right? Going what Rebecca having 2 wombs of 9 nations. You know what I'm saying? They said we got to understand, but 2/3 they still don't know.
It's a spiritual aspect. You get spiritual.
Those are the Edomites that I like though.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like the
for real,
ones
yeah,
that
like-
voice it, because the ones that deny it or try to rebel against their nature, it comes out when they're in dying straits.
Yeah.
So the nice, so-called nice Edomites that say, "Oh no, I'm not racist," they're denying their innate nature.
Right.
But they'll accept it when they're homeless, or when they're down and out, or when they've been raped, or something traumatic has happened to them, and all of a sudden, you must have never.
Yeah.
It just comes out of them naturally.
Yeah.
It's like that word is freedom, man.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Not even there's all the nations too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Asians.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Remember that video that was showing that Arab lady started calling him a slave? That guy was fussing Dr. Pope. She was a doctor.
Oh
The
really?
video looked like a while back. And she started saying, just a slave, you're just a slave.
Yeah, it's all
All of
nature.
them got that perpetual hatred to
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. Of course, hey, just adding, like I said, all of us. I mean, everybody has a little racism to them, no matter what. Because think about it. Like I said, somebody asked, as a simple question, like I said, if you had two races you could pick, which race would you choose?
European.
Okay, European. So at the end of the day, we're all racist.
Yeah, look,
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being racist. You can be a racist.
It just makes it for your people.
for your people.
The Lord created it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like he literally said, these people have I chosen upon the face of the planet above all nations.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's that simple, man.
See?
He gave us our emotions.
Yeah, but of course, in the society, they give it a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. You got that interview with Muhammad Ali. He said, "Look, what woman gonna understand me like the American black woman?"
Right.
He didn't say you got so-called black women in every country, but he said the American black woman. Why? Because she understands the plight that he went through in
Yep,
America.
yep.
He's like, if I'm dating a Chinese woman, she gonna want to hear some ching ching chong music. I want to hear some soul shit. We gonna collide over music.
Yeah.
Simple shit.
Yep.
Now you
Just
may
culture in
think
general.
that shit don't matter, but if you're talking about
Over
being in
time.
a long-term relationship,
Yep.
marriage to somebody, little stuff like that matter.
Yep. And then how much more when you have a child?
She gonna want to eat noodles, just plain noodles and sushi. That's just her culture.
Kind
That them groups, they love noodles and sushi. And if you're trying to like, look, we need a healthy diet of poultry, greens. You know what I'm saying? Good desserts.
Yep.
Sushi, noodles, tea.
Everybody says that too.
You're going battle.
Yeah. Especially when you have kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we know that in this society,
Hairstyles and
yeah. And then because of the mothers, child always gravitates towards the mother. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
As much as we hate these black bitches now, we know how to speak their language though.
Okay.
Like it's easy for me to talk to a so-called black because I grew up around them.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much I hate them, I speak their language.
Yeah.
I know how to tick them off. You know what I'm saying? We know how to converse. We know the slang we use. You go to another nation, even within the tribe, you can go to a different tribe and you feel out of place just from the language, the culture.
Yeah.
How much more a whole other nation?
No.
So you feel comfortable around your own people. It's just a sense of comfortability that you just feel amongst your own people. That you don't have to put on extra to be accepted.
Done.
You can just be you.
Yeah.
And you just there.
Yeah.
They listen to the same music you grew up on.
Exactly.
They eating the same food you grew up on. They like to dress the way you dress. You ain't got to try hard for what. That's why the scripture said what? Watch him as thy ways, Jacob, and seek love.
Yeah.
You get around these other nations, you got to try extra hard to be accepted where you go. You got to call someone, hey, how can I help you? You got to put on this fucking soft-ass, effeminate voice.
Especially Chick-fil-A.
Customer service. That's what they treat
Customer service.
And if the manager sees that you talking with a rough, hey, Wade, what's up, man? Can I help you? They gonna write you up and call you in the office. You can't talk about how you talk around, your people.
Yeah. What's up, bro? What you want?
I need you live off of me.
Yeah, that's not freedom, though. What's free about that?
I mean,
You're constrained. You spending what 8 hours? Well, a majority of us more than 8 hours. You're spending more than 8 hours at a job where you feel constrained. You can't even be yourself at your job.
yeah.
So you're spending damn near 10 to 11, 12 hours of your life daily at a place you can't even be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's slavery.
Uniform.
Mm-hmm.
30 minute lunch break.
15 minutes.
15, yeah.
So 15 minutes, like, what, 2 minutes right now? Especially this time. But yeah, we're going back to the point, my brother saying, man, yeah, man, again, you have to, what I'm saying, you got to do extra stuff for you even to get like certain jobs. I remember, like I said, even I had to make memes about like like I said, he had a phone call. And he said, yeah, what race are you? And he said, why does that matter? And of course he just asked the question. He said, yeah, what sports do you like? He says hockey, baseball, football. He said, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what you got to do. Get certain jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? The jobs that Edomites getting, they be getting tech jobs. Game design, all that stuff like that. You don't see Jacob in there, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Edomites, Moab, and these other nations, man. But you know what I'm saying? For you to get any certain jobs like that, what I mean? You gotta basically, like you said, you gotta act like them. You gotta crack jokes like them.
Yeah, $600,000 salary just to sit in a cubicle.
Yeah, for real.
And then if you a Jake that just happens to make, you gotta be extraordinary.
Yeah.
If you're a Jake that enter into Google headquarters or Amazon headquarters, let's say you do enter into the
You got
office.
just like a lame too, though.
As soon as you enter into them cubicles, they looking at you like,
Both times.
Yeah.
nigga amongst us. They gonna have a secret meeting like, all right, we gotta something, we gotta, don't pick on them.
They gotta test you too. Don't forget about that. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see how you act.
Whenever you see them Jakes around
Yeah.
their coworkers like that, they don't act like a Jake. They act like they talk like you see it all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you get judged based on your name and where you get the job. They're looking at your name and on your resume. Like saying that when you show up, different than what the name say, fucks them up.
They like the quality.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you funny.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So Jake's walking in the door with this preconceived notion that, he's fucked up from the very fucking beginning.
Yeah.
Malcolm, Tyrone, Malik.
Maurice.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when they going through the applications or the resumes up,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
nigger ass.
They funny.
These bigger companies now,
They do.
they're required to bring in certain denominations of people just to meet the requirements of their company. They call it like work development, where they do like
What's that?
interracial job training, diversity training. Which
Diversification.
all these people just different.
Oh yeah, and by the way, just so you didn't know, before you even get into your job, they're gonna ask you a question that you never even heard of in 1 year. They'll say, how much does it pay to land out of the plane within a certain feet of Google questions? But I'm telling you, man, questions that you never even imagined, what I'm saying, for you even to get, even get to the door with some sort of Google, man.
And they give you
shit
quizzes.
crazy.
And they give you aptitude tests that your common Edomite don't go through.
Yeah.
They'll give you an aptitude test based on the job that you're possibly going to perform, but they'll exceed the level that they would give an Edomite. They'll start asking you shit
that's all.
that's more theory than any fucking.
That's why I say you gotta be extraordinary. And the perfect example of that was when what's that movie, Men of Honor? When the guy, he was Jake, one of the first Jakes entering into the Navy. Actually, that was in Virginia, and they had the test. The test of building a submarine helmet underwater. Yeah, and they dropped the tools under the tools bag for all the guys in the test, but they cut a slit in it and dumped it in there. So when he under the water, all the screws and shit just fell everywhere in the water. So everybody else coming up during the daytime, done. He had that night under the water shivering, trying to put the helmet together and shit. But Jake did it completely. Yeah. And this is a true story.
Yeah.
Jake did it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
Much worse, brother. Yeah, but Jake did it.
Yeah.
He was extraordinary.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the movie for the brother, but when the thing happened with his leg, they said, "Oh,
It's impossible for you to be in the military again."
He said, "Oh, I could do it." Jake was extraordinary, bro.
Yeah, right.
That scene to make you cry.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, right. And the
Because going to your point, Slot, brother, but they gave him a harder suit. They didn't give him the iron suit. They gave him a harder suit, and he already had a disadvantage because of his leg.
a heavier suit at that.
Yeah.
And they gave him the new suit.
Yeah.
And he was from the old Navy.
That's right. That's right.
And this is a true story. So Jake has always had to be extraordinary
10 times harder.
Yep.
to go heights over here in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of that story, not to give it away.
He said, "Cooker, get up and get me the fuck."
Oh, I barely do. That's what I was gonna get to.
Yeah.
Because they tried to make it seem as though he was the hero at the end to help the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he was the villain at the end that tried to stop the hero from being the hero.
Yeah.
You know how Esau always like to throw himself
Yeah.
in the mix like, I helped him. No, motherfucker, you heard him.
Yeah, you heard.
Quick precept, it's Deuteronomy 32:8, and it reads, when the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set he set the bonds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. It says, for the Lord's portion is his people. Which goes down from Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, which will, today will be your bywords, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're the greatest people the Lord has created. But right now, you spoiled. You become a homeborn slave. Even with the Omega story, the brother was telling about with the shorty. She knew that her people was the greatest people on earth, but yet she popping bottles on Omega. Just caught up in her folly.
Yeah, that's what it is, basically. Yeah. Yeah. That's two dozen people, man. Just probably saying great things.
Yeah, Jake is destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Our people, this world is either going to make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? And people have decided to go certain routes to survive. Everybody's surviving, whether it's an OnlyFans chick, a strip on the streets, your common drug dealer, the nigga that's sold out in the industry like Jay-Z, claiming he doing it for his black people, but nigga, you first and foremost, you did it for yourself because you wanted to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I looked at, all these celebrities that sell out, look, they found a way to cope with the conditions of society, of the world.
Yep.
This world is dark, man. It's very, very dark. It's very, very, we live in a horror movie.
Yeah.
We live in an actual horror movie, So people are trying to get by as best as they can. It's not,
especially nowadays.
Yeah, especially now with the way the economy is.
Yeah.
You got more and more in-house robbers. You go to Colorado, Northern Kingdom took over. They go into apartment complexes, going to the Orlando. Look, we wrote up the agreement. They can move.
Yeah, it's
That is. They gave this nigga, they said, this is the agreement, you're gonna sign it.
Yeah.
Or else we just gonna take the whole building over. They've been robbing jewelry stores, taking over cities. And it's only gonna get worse because of this mass immigration that's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to
People don't want to survive how they see fit through their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, it's a scary time. Like I said, hey, this scripture say this is nothing but what? Beginning of sorrows, man.
We'll shouldn't get that submissions on the way. The scripture talk about how they're not going to regard their rulers.
Yeah, you look at America, it's not normal the way America is. The way America's so industrialized, everything with these metropolitan cities. When you go to other countries, there's still a lot of land and culture that you see around. Even if you see a city, like Tokyo, for instance, like they're trying to, revamp. But you'll still see a lot of areas where it's dirt roads and, it's still land and you can see that it's still earthy. Here is just city, metropolitan. It destroys the way of living. It destroys the mind of people. It's only a matter of time before everything just crashes on this city. This is not how society's supposed to be, man. These big ass buildings everywhere, cars all over the goddamn place.
People living house to house. The scripture says, what? Woe to you that live house to house. You got no privacy. You think
people look down on you if you catch the bus.
Yeah.
Right.
In other countries, it's normal to just fucking walk and don't even have a car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Literally, it's normal to not have a car.
Yeah.
It's not looked at as something needed.
Yeah.
Everybody in their families walk on the city bus, and it's how we travel. Right? Here is,
you don't have a car?
as if you came out your mama's vagina with a car.
Yeah.
That's a necessity for living.
Yeah.
But when you live in the metropolitan, everything you just clam together in these cities. Oh, you gotta have the car. Everything's downtown.
That's why most people have a hard problem walking 5 miles one way or another.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man.
You can live right across the street from a store and hop in your car, go to the fucking store and come back.
Man. Hey, again, what do you think they got all these apps for? DoorDash, Amazon.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't feel like walking. You know, I don't feel like driving. A couple of minutes. I don't feel like walking 10 minutes. I'm gonna order. Everything convenient, man. That's America. Everything's gonna be convenient, man. You know that, like you said, which makes people lazy. I said people can't even walk half a mile. No less than that. You know what I'm saying? They just give up, man. That's right. Yeah, man. That's why what America's the most obese country in the whole entire world.
Yeah, right. Like if you didn't have cars, you would actually have to walk. Even if the food was fucked up, you were exercising.
Yeah.
You were burning shit off. And you won't be as sick or as healthy. You can exercise that off. But with everything being comfortable the way that it is, it just promotes unhealthiness.
Yeah, this place is to the point where they could constantly building shit. You forget that animals are all around us because they constantly build and the animals have to leave from where they live. But that's why when you go to a place like you see places like North Dakota, and people will step out and see a mountain lion and all this different type of shit. But that's normal. Like you go to these other countries, it's normal to see animals that just walking around, like literally just fucking walking around. You dog in a fucking mall.
I said, what the hell?
Yeah.
Dead ass. And nobody's paying them no mind. It's just look the dog walking in the wall.
I said, what?
Hey, I'm the only one. Everybody else see this shit? Then he walk out. He go back to his business.
Monkeys and stuff.
Monkeys in India, just fucking with people, but they don't even pay them mind. If that shit came, if a monkey came out right now,
Yeah.
Everybody taking pictures.
but to them, it's like. To the point the monkey's smacking them, while they walking in,
Hide their phones, hide their wallets and shit. Yeah.
you can tell they grew up around this nothing.
Snatch up the kids.
Exactly. I seen one clip, fucking lions came at the dude's gate at night, and the doors were barking. The gate was actually open, but the lions were so focused on the doors barking at them, and the lions kept charging at the door. The gate, damn near about to break the gate. But the gate was literally open on this side. If the lions would have seen that, it would have been a wrap. So the guy came out. And the lions decided to just back away. But this to show you, like, you forget that you live on the earth with these big ass fucking creatures.
Yeah.
Which is their territory first, by the way.
Big ass alligators. I'm talking about huge alligators.
You mean crocodile?
Crocodile.
Yeah. No. That's a good.
Same family.
Yeah, same family.
Yeah, but in Florida.
Oh yeah, heavy down there.
People
got snakes. Heavy.
Roaming in people's houses. You know what I'm saying? I seen a clip. The guy took his dog on a fucking walk. Somewhere in the Midwest, northern Midwest. And a fucking wolf, bro. This wolf was huge. It was a black one, so it had to have been bro, this wolf was huge, like huge. And the wolf didn't even want to kill the dog. The dog was like, wolf, and the wolf was just sitting there, laying down. And the wolf finally got up, and he just lunged at the dog with, hauling ass. But dude, when the wolf got up, I mean, this wolf, amaze you. When we finally start seeing these things, because we haven't seen it up here.
Yeah.
Like these things these creatures are huge, bro. But we used to live amongst them. David wrestled these stood face to face with
Big ass bears.
you know what I'm saying?
You see that in real life, you start to think like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You even fought that?
Yeah.
So this wolf had to been up like
Oh damn.
on this planet, bro.
But even
You can ride this thing.
yeah, but even like the dog, what's the name of the dog? The Cane Corso. And the other one, the Bull.
Yeah.
Bro, them dogs is fucking humongous.
Those dogs,
The Great Dane, they stand for like 7 feet tall on two, man. So them is just regular domestic animals. How much more these ones that are not domestic, man?
Yeah.
These lions, these things are these are not no little. They're not the size of dogs.
Yeah.
These things are up here, like
And they got weight on them.
walking on you, and you go, head the size of this.
Yeah. I seen videos with Jake running away from a fucking chihuahua.
Oh man.
Nah, I mean dead ass. So
Yeah.
what more that? You know?
But for and yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said,
Hell, Jake don't even like bugs a lot.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
But again, but as you said before, what we have fallen from our stature, man. And also, read Moses, what I'm saying? They say, how did animals, how did Noah get the ark to the animals? You know what I'm saying? Because what? Most I put the fear on those animals, man. So we lost that, what I'm saying? The animals lost that fear stature, for certain animals.
But going back to my point, we're not, this way of living is not normal. We're supposed to be used to seeing animals. It's not supposed to be a rare sighting. If you see something, you scared now because you didn't grow up around it, so you don't know what the fuck it is or what it's gonna do to you because you're not familiar with it.
Yeah.
You were supposed to already be around these things, exposed to these things, taught what to do when they come around. You know what I'm saying? So but since you haven't, it's a natural thing to fear it because you ain't been around it. Yeah. And the way we brought up in these cities and totally domesticated us to it, we don't know anything about the foot. All we know is fucking convenience stores and shopping malls and dumb shit that don't benefit you in no way, shape, or form with life. That's why the common person don't know anything about herbs, medicines. First thing they go, I need a subscription of pills. They go to their dentist or their doctor and they prescribe, like, go to your Walgreens or CVS and get this, moxicillin or this, that, 500 milligrams.
Now, the funny thing is, now Amazon's starting to do pharmacy now. So instead of waiting in line, I was going to deliver it. It's crazy. They just did that recently. But again, I think, hey, it was funny. I remember, brothers we know that Rob had he had a fuck chicken farm. You know what I'm saying? We used to live in the whole neighborhood, and then, I'm saying, I was and then not chicken farm, but, I'm saying, yeah, chicken food side, but, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm saying, he had a little plot of land, in the ghettos, and I'm saying, even Jack was amazed, like, chickens, and I was like, even I was amazed. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him, do people even bother mess with them? They're like, no, man, just mind your own business. I said, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, you got to be careful with chickens because they'll follow other people. They'll get out and just follow other people. It's a lot. Taking care of animals is a huge responsibility.
But even going to show you that even if you have animals, it's just so much restriction that you got to go through for even to get this. Animals like you said. And now mind you, it's crazy. Like I say, it's a shop, right? Like I said, around Virginia or Smithfield or certain places where it's called truck trailer supplies, and when you go to the store, what I'm saying, they sell, like I said, baby ducks and baby chickens for like $3. Yeah. You get some of these brothers really say and suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, you can start a farm. You not a farm, but you can start your little chicken coop right there. You know what I'm saying? But again, you gotta regulations, man.
And I'm past laws.
Yeah.
The people that did have them in the city, they had to get rid of
them. Yeah, for sure. Like on my road, one had got out and was following me. And see, when that happens, neighbors are gonna call.
Yeah.
Hey, we got chicken roaming the goddamn street. So all it takes is one day for one of your chickens to get loose, and they roam in the goddamn neighborhood. Somebody called and somebody out here got fucking chickens.
Yeah. Somebody else got a snitch.
And now
it's a city, I forgot the name of it, South Carolina. That happened so much down there that it's a custom. Like you see dogs running around, you see wild chickens running around through the city down in South Carolina.
But that's the thing though, those type of animals specifically, they're supposed to have the range of roaming free. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that in the city. So it's natural for them to want to get out and just roam a little bit, but you can't do it. They're not meant to be raised in this type of environment. No fucking. So everything's fucked up. Even if you do get eggs from those chickens are stressed. They're under harsh conditions because they're not roaming free. They're not eating, good, whatever ground grass or whatever the fuck you giving them. And they under these fucking city and
car accidents, they get bent over and stuff like that. Oh, like
so they produce an egg and the egg ain't in its full strength.
Yeah. I said the only thing that's really acceptable that we see are those Canadian geese, but even with them, if you mess with them, they got a law, by that side. So that's why they're able to, like you said, roam free and do what they do, man.
I got this Edomite at the job who gave me eggs, and the eggs was on the counter card. He gave me eggs. And they look like different size and different color eggs. But to go back to your point, you should be able to live on. He lives on a farm. You should be able to grow yours. You should be able to have the ways of providing for your family. Not having to depend upon the system. It's unnatural. And what goes back to your point, we've been domesticated. to the point where we depend upon this place the way our animals depend upon us to eat.
You know, with domesticated lions, it's like when you go to the zoo and you see the lion stuck in the cage,
You look at
and
it.
he depends on his food from the zookeepers.
Yeah.
He can only see and do what they allow him to do.
Yeah.
And he's very depressed. He don't know himself. He's lost. Because all he's ever known is a fucking cage. You know? So he's just sitting there. That's what you're domesticated. Man. We depend on this man for everything. You gotta say.
Yeah, you got something because it's like y'all had started off saying, you know, the fashion of this world is it's made in the way they taking it, and they about to create a new system. And like you said, Jake don't know how to deal, so they're gonna just comply and follow whatever this man is coming with. We trying to seek out the old ways, and that's why I had Jeremiah 6:16 says, "Thus says the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old path, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest in your soul."
Yeah,
But
well,
they
is the good path is a woman running at him, goddamn trapped. No, the good path is the old path, but they were shamefaced, humble, quiet. If they inquired anything, they would ask their father or their brother, you know, or wait till they get a husband to deal with them. The good path is men knowing how to deal with men with integrity, honor, and not with ego and pride, hastiness, anxious, emotions. Men got more emotions than women nowadays.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Nigga always mad over the dumbest shit. And a lot of it has to do with the oppression that we go through, right? But you gotta go what the brothers reading. You gotta return to the old paths. You gotta learn the old ways and put off their weak nature. Men in the ancient world weren't all emotional over some shit. I was watching a Colorado college football game last week, and this guy Travis Hunter, the star receiver, he he told he missed the catch, the touchdown, but it was a flag. He was getting held. But he told his quarterback, look, just throw it to me. I'm gonna catch the ball and stuff. But when he threw it, he missed it because he was getting hold. So the ref threw a flag. So when they went back to the huddle, quarterback said, "You missed the fucking catch." He said, but he was holding. He said, "I don't give a fuck. Catch that shit any goddamn way." He didn't say, "Man, you can't be talking to me like that. Man, that's fucked up." You know what he did? The next play, he did a catch that ends up on fucking Sports Center Monday. The guy's all on him. He can't even see it. All like this. And he caught it. And everybody, oh my God. But they didn't know what happened in the huddle. Two men in the huddle. He said, I was like, fuck. Catch it anyway. He went out there. He didn't say nothing back. He just went out there and caught it. That's what men do. Iron sharpened iron. Yeah, if he was an emotional bitch.
Yeah.
Man, you can't tell me like, coach. He would have made that play.
Right.
Well, fuck you. That's how men are supposed to deal. You see something, you know, your brother can improve on that you deal with each other like that. You know, come on, what you doing, man? Because you know it's out of a place of love. If you both were great, you expect greatness from each other.
See, that's one thing about Kobe Bryant, because I remember going back to the 2012 the Olympics, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you cuss about Bron, cuss about Anthony Dunn, and you see what happened. Like I said, a great game though. Like I said, great game. Like I said, to this day, it's still remembered, man.
Yeah, because LeBron joked too goddamn much.
Yeah.
He a great player, but he joked too damn much, and Kobe had to get on it.
come.
But you need that from brothers. You need that from men when you deal with men because you expect greatness. So anything less than greatness, I'm looking at you like, yo, you ain't the best of you. So if your brother tell you something, you can't get emotional about the shit because you know it ain't from a place of hate. That's showing a lack of growth, showing a lack of character, and you need to work on that, brother. That's an impurity within yourself.
That's why, you know what I mean? That's why I like the scripture where it says, a wise person would hang with wise people, man. You know what I'm saying? You should hang on people that want to progress, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like, you know what I'm saying? No, that's for all of us. You know, I'm speaking for all of us. I mean, I like a brother that likes to progress, man. You know, if I'm progressing, I want to see you progress. You know what I'm saying? If you failing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now what? You holding the rest of us back, man. So as scripture says, hey, sometimes if the right hand offend you got to cut it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Because remember what I said earlier, man. He said, what? Either somebody or you're not.
Yeah. When King David went to war, King David wasn't going down to the men telling them, I'm talking about once King David got on the throne. Once King David got on the throne, he wasn't coming to every individual man in his army when it was time for war, telling him what to do. He had mighty men that was set up under him. Those men went down and delegated their duties. What if the soldiers like, you ain't David? I ain't gotta listen to you, so and so general, so and so commander. You can get the whole nation wiped the fuck out. You go to war and do your man, fuck this shit. Throw your spear and you get shot in the fucking head with an arrow. No, they respected the command. They respected what the order that was brought down. They didn't take. You think they gonna come in like, hey, okay, brother, it's just free for see, you know. Yeah, we go, it's wartime. Oh, yes, you know, you're not yeah. Stop being fucking weak. Hey, get some suit, cover up.
That's you know what? That's why.
You're not supposed to be fucking.
Yeah.
Get your strength up.
Yeah. They don't do shit for a man.
Yeah.
That's why single parent homes with women raising boys, they don't do nothing but destroy it.
Yeah.
Because she don't have that. It's not. She don't have that in her nature to get on him like he needs to get on him.
Yeah.
Get your ass up and take care of what I told you to fucking take. She gonna say, "Did you handle that yet?" I said I get to it. God damn.
Yeah.
And she like, that's my baby. You know, but the father gonna be like, "Get the fuck out there, get your ass up." And if he even sense a little bit of you, he gonna hit you up on that wall. You know, you gonna do what I told you to do, and you get the fuck out of my house. And then he like, oh shit, you gonna handle my fucking business.
Women raise men if they want men to be, not what men should be. That's why a woman should never assume to want to raise a man,
You're supposed to
to be a man.
No.
Go ahead.
I got precept. This is Job chapter 38. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man. Thou
What you saying?
Job 38:3 says, gird up now thy loins like a man, so I will demand of thee and answer thou me. Right? Like, we gotta gird ourselves up, right? We can't be no weak ass feminine motherfucker and get put to death. Right? Lord said, no feminist is gonna make it into the kingdom.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
We gotta become that Iron Man. We gotta become that Hulk.
Yeah, you can't even be effeminate. And that's what the Lord is gonna bring us to, because we think we took, man, you know. The Lord about to bring us to what He gonna bring us to for us to get to what
Fire, like you said.
point we need it. And if you don't make it, you ain't acceptable.
Yeah.
Because He said acceptable men are tried to the fire.
Yeah.
So if you can't make it through Jacob's trouble, you ain't acceptable. You ain't get right. You can't be mad at nobody. Only the chosen will make it. But when they come out, they will be rough, rugged.
Yeah.
Men you do not want to fuck with. So you want that purification because it's going to be scary, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, but it's going to turn you into the man that you need to be. A man of no fear, which is what we desire to have, because the Spirit of the Lord is not the spirit of fear. And a lot of us still have fear within us, and the Lord don't want us to have fear within us. He gonna get that shit up out of us because he gonna make us face fear.
One way or another.
He gonna make you face fear head on.
Whether you like it or not, you part of his, you part of his elect.
And then either you gonna stand there and pee on yourself, or you gonna go in head on and go through your fear. And once you conquer that first fear, guess what it's gonna do to you? Come out, you done leveled up. You done leveled up. And now you're ready for the next, but I wish the motherfucker brought.
That's right.
Yeah. But you gotta get brought to that point.
Yeah.
But you had to pray, you gotta pray. Be steadfastness, be diligence, so the Lord will show you mercy and do what you were sent in that day. Go ahead, brother.
Now that's the point, though.
But you also gotta believe it.
Yeah, because the hopeful elect understands that. You know, the hopeful elect is girding our minds to prepare for these things, because no movie could actually show you how bad it's going to get. You know, we got this Hollywood interpretation on what bad is, but you multiply that by 10, and that still is no level as to what outside the Christian church. You know,
right?
So when 2/3 go through their shit, they just gonna be lost. You know, because they don't have that understanding of it's all the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Nor do they understand that these things must be. So when Jacob's trouble hit them, you know, they're gonna act in fear. But what the brother just brought out, he has not given us a spirit of fear, so we shouldn't be moving in that way. The hopeful elect, anyway. You know, the elect ain't gonna move that way. And like the brother said, yeah, okay, you're gonna go through what you're gonna go through and be pulled through the fire. But after that, you start developing that callous in your mind. You start having that layer of being tough. Because none of us have seen anybody get apart. None of us have really seen animals just do what they do, or men do what they do. You like with King David, you know, when you numbered Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave him a choice. Do you want this to happen or do you want this to happen? King David was like, nah, I'd rather fall into your hands because the hands of man is just cruel compared to yours, you know? So at the end of the day, I pray I fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and I pray it's in righteousness, but, the 2/3, man, fear is going to hit them on every side, and they ain't going to know where it's coming. Because
And what did Jake do when they feared? They run in. What? Let me tell you, 911 can't even help you now. So it definitely gonna help you. Anybody that's called 911 and you had to deal with them fucking operators, you better off just handling what you gotta handle by yourself.
Yeah.
Because they asking you the dumbest shit. They can't hear half the time what you telling them, so that you gotta repeat yourself. You can have somebody dying right by you. And then, okay, what's your name? What's their name? What's the address? Can you say that again for me?
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. Do you have this right? Bitch, I need you at this address ASAP. Just send a fucking, you in here now. So if 911 is like that now, what the fuck you think it's gonna be like in Jacob Trump?
Yeah.
You just gonna hit
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, I forgot. I think I said that the cops not there to help. They're there for and it's like they're not there for help. They're there to respond. So that's all it is. It's just a responder.
You're a first responder.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah, the councilman.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying. That's why we're supposed to have to meet each other. Shit go down like that. So the whole community can come together. Like I said, to take out. Like I said, that's evil upon that community. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, because we see the cops in your neighborhood, it's only the quote change. It ain't, what I'm saying, it's only to make sure that Jake is in order and in place. But during the time of Jake's struggle, Jake's just gonna be a fucking madman now, The Northern Kingdom is just gonna fucking lose it. The Southern Kingdom is just gonna go on the fucking rampage.
Yeah, Norfolk and the Southern Kingdom, they gonna be. I seen the clip. You got them young reckless Drakes in Chicago.
Mhm.
They was chasing the cops.
Yeah.
The cops flee, and they we're chasing them.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And they kept, he was right, turn right. They literally chasing for you and you. The cops should get away from these niggas. Because you gotta think. Let's say you work in the police department, right? And you know it's for the Jake that they sent out there to the inner city. So you a cop and you just there trying to get your bread. They see you, hey, nigga, we need you to take care of some shit. And you out there, you got all your shit, but nigga, nigga, this shit.
Yeah.
So you go out there, and niggas, back up, everybody back the fuck up. They like, you gonna hop in that goddamn vehicle and get the fuck on out of there. Because they'll kill your ass.
You let the radio go down.
I think it's like what? Chirac, I think.
You let that radio go down.
Bro, in the LA riots, they literally took over a cop vehicle. A cop went out there and they had that nigga running for his life. So when Jake get mad, shit upheaval, it's gonna be crazy, man.
That's funny. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you see Jake now. Jake's in like this calm state, but you let Jake want what he wants.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
I seen another clip. Jake, he wrestling with a female cop. She the only one there, and he wrestling with the bitch. He manhandled her, of course, because but she got the gun on her, and she's like, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch! Shoot this nigga, because he about to take it from you. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you." And he throw her ass on her. He takes the gun, and she gets on and tells to run. This nigga.
Oh shit.
Jake, this is broad daylight. Jake don't give a fuck.
Oh shit.
You hit a cop. So like 3 units full
He
of.
got his hand up.
Yeah. 3 units. That shows you they be around. They just don't. They send your ass to them calls. 3 units pull up. All these Edomite men, get your ass on the ground. He like that. He already there. Who shot them bitch? Yeah. And then they just start unloading on them.
That shit is
Yeah. But that shows you like they don't give a fuck about these cops. He took the bitch gun, bro. She get up running. Yeah. He ain't give a fuck about escaping. Nope. He said, I'm about to kill this cop.
Yeah.
It's creative Avengers right there.
I seen one. It was on a traffic stop, and it was an Edomite cop. He pulled over this Jake, and basically he was telling him to get out the car. He didn't want to get out the car, so finally he got out the car. He literally had the police officer in chokehold, getting ready to put the police officer to sleep. Damn. But the police officer was literally passing out. It's all on the traffic cam in front of the car. He literally had him pass out. The only way the police officer was able to get him over, he literally had to pull the gun and shoot him from like behind to get him off, man. That's showing you, hey, Jake don't give a fuck about these cops, man. You know, there's gonna come a time where, hey, when Civil War cracked off and the Derby troops come through, martial law, something, hey, those are going to be other nation militia, man.
See, like right now, Salakia, brother. You see, right now, you see the Northern Kingdom doing what they do. You know, and they're only able to do what they do because the devil allows them to do what they do under some level of control.
Yeah, if he wanted to shut that shit down in Colorado.
Yeah, right. So, but what he's not anticipating is the Northern and the Southern Kingdom getting together and joining against his ass.
Yeah.
That's what he's not anticipating.
Yeah.
You know?
It's one thing handling Black Lives Matter protesters. And, oh, you motherfucker. And then on the other side, you know, you got the immigrants over here on the West Coast. You know, but it's another thing in every single city dealing with all of them. So, man, dealing with all of them together.
Yeah.
To your point, and that's what they know this book.
If they wanted to, they could call the National Guard and have them out there.
It's easy. 35 minutes.
Yeah, right. You know, so another thing that this is not anticipating is that how everybody is starting to hate him.
Yeah.
Not only is Yasharon starting to hate his ass, but Moab's starting to hate his ass. Ishmael starting to hate
his own people. Because what's happening is the bread and services is not working anymore. It's not enough to numb the pain anymore because society keeps crumbling. So, man, you can watch football and kind of escape, but it doesn't give you the same satisfaction anymore because your bills are higher, your taxes are higher. The way of living is more horrible. It's harder to get a decent woman. You done corrupted the minds of the women. So now all the men are pent up with frustration because they don't want to be in the crib beating their women off the floor. You done left them with no decent women.
Yeah.
So they have pent up frustration and they're ready to just lash because a man, he got at least So they just say, okay, this is life. It ain't good.
Yeah.
So men are just ready to lose it. Women are getting uncomfortable now because they independency. They're starting, that money is not coming in enough to keep up with the finances and the bills.
Yeah.
So everything is crumbling. You can't escape from music no more. You can't escape from television. People are on TikTok looking at nostalgia videos. Man, look how vibrant the 90s were. Look at the 80s.
Yeah. Nostalgia.
A nigga want to go back to being 5 years old. That's when you know shit fucked up. Niggas just saying, man, I wish we go back to the place.
Everything like said, hey, that's why the scripture says what? The mirth, man. Mirth is gone.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Like I said, that was like one of the last great things with the 90s, early 2000s, but that's it. It's over, man.
If you want to go back to being a fucking baby, you know shit fuck. You want to go back to shitting and pissing on yourself? You can barely speak.
You know what it is, though? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go through the, you know, like you said, the trials and tribulation. That's all it is.
Yeah. But it's only going to get worse.
It is. The scripture says that the birth pains are going to get worse.
Yeah,
like you said, you got people on TikTok every day complaining about they can't find jobs, they're losing jobs, and going homeless, evictions, and like I said, that's TikTok, man. Like you don't know anything about struggle, man. TikTok can answer that.
Listen, Edomites, bro.
Yeah, Edomite, all nations.
That's why you about to kill it, man, because they losing control of the narrative, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They had some brothers coming out in Chicago saying none of that stuff happened. You know, so I was like, so it's like, you know, speaking of men, like, so later everybody was like, yo, this man trying to pin us against each other. You know, they were on against them.
Yeah, right. You know, because to the brother's point, everything is coming out to where the people have just lost. They have nothing to turn to. You know, there's must have been basketball games you've been watching actually enjoying.
Hey, you can say that basketball game's not the same anymore.
Nah,
Like I said, just again, they're like just like this, like the latest one with the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? That was like the most one of the boys NBA Finals, man. They said that the viewership wasn't as big as prior years. You know what I'm saying? So, go to show you, like I said, everything is there. But you go and continue.
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They have nothing to fall back on. They can't fall on mama because the mama is destroyed them. You know, they can't fall on the church that they used to fall on. You know, I got problems. I need to go and see the pastor. You go and see the fucking pastor, he charges you $15 an hour just for counseling.
Shit.
You know?
Hey, come to find out that these pastors have been exposed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So to them, they can't run in the church. Hey, like, actually, it's the opposite. People are leaving the church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do all the hypocrisy, all this, you know what I mean? So all the sex allegations that's going on and
Shit, people becoming their own pastors. You get on TikTok, niggas ain't in the church. They their own pastors. They got their own. They say, fuck it, I'm gonna start a TikTok congregation and I'm gonna be the pastor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Women are doing it. Men are doing it. They open up a Bible and they just start.
Yeah, it's easy.
Because they sincerely believe in it, but they don't think these churches are real. So they say, I'm gonna just do it on my own.
Yeah. Like I said, you can do anything on the internet. So I mean, hey, it's all game, man.
As long as you got a phone,
Yeah, as long as you got a phone.
whatever the fuck. Because niggas are falling. People are stupid. People fall. People are naturally falling. Blindly the blind, they both fall.
Yeah, boy.
There's nothing wrong with being a follower, but you fall in the wrong motherfucker.
Right.
Leading you to destruction.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. So listen, right to your
You got people with 1 million followers
Yeah, you surprised.
being influenced by a Nimsky, an imbecile.
Tots and that, speed.
Yeah.
Like, damn prime examples, man. You know?
And they got the kids.
Yeah.
So that's real. And then they got porn stars on their fucking screens.
Yeah, to me, the channel, it makes sense. I said, damn. Kids be watching that shit. I'm like, damn.
Whenever you see pornography involved or something like that, just know this shit's owned by Amalek. Amalek is controlling that shit because that guy Aiden Ross, which he's the biggest one, he's Amalek.
Yeah.
The shit is all corrupted, man. They want the minds of the people, and they got the minds of the people.
There we go.
You look at your celebrity women entertainers. Every last one of them are on stage, half naked, shaking their head. Every last one of them.
You seen Ice Spice recently?
Yeah, the prayer.
Yeah, she got worse. Oh, you look at her, bro. You see, like, they suck the soul out of her ass.
She threw a ball for Met at the end of that prayer too.
Yeah.
She tried to she did a slogan. He was like, amen. So she looked at him like,
Yep.
so she done gave herself
Yeah.
completely to sing.
Yeah.
Cause what's the nigga name, Talil? He said, let's pray to God. During the whole prayer, she mixing. The demon is like, it was like, and he said amen, and she threw the ball for Met and kind of put it down quickly when he walked out.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, baby, wax worse and worse, man.
These are the people that all people look up to.
Yeah. That's what happened, you know. And plus, you could tell that, you mean, like I said, it's been proved that, like, so her sales, like, her album flopped so hard, so, like I said, she's still trying to, you know, it's how it is, man. You know, and for you to try to keep your relevancy as much as possible, you gotta sell your soul even further, man, to the point, as the scripture says, you shall gain the whole world, lose their own soul, so.
But see, this shows you how we know that Esau don't care about the music industry like he did anymore, because if he did, he wouldn't be signing so many acts that don't have any good music or good substance, because he's seeing these sales come through. He's not he knows what's coming through, but it shows you that he's ready to move on from this shit. Why would he invest and keep investing in the same type of artists that are not recouping enough money to keep financing their tours, financing their promotion, financing their merch, you know? The financing these videos, everything costs money. Tour buses, crew members, all the people that help work on these equipment, and the people that work on their images, and hair and dress and makeup team, and all this shit that costs money, that comes out of the label pocket. So why would he keep investing in this if he's not getting a good return? Because he wants to destroy the shit.
And then, again, like you said before, that's why you only see 5, like you said, great artists that still having to keep the relevancy. That's why Issa can't create new artists anymore because what? Like I said, it's oversaturated. Like I said, he may use you for a certain period of time. Like you said, like I said, she was out a certain period of time, but now it's open now. Like you say, you're moving on to the next. Oh, who I can implant next. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then keep it moving.
Yeah, they had the Billboard Awards this week. In the top 10 songs of the summer, only one song was a hip hop song. Can you guess which one it was? Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Now, he's one of the biggest rappers in hip hop. So for one, that don't really count because he's one of the biggest. And that song was based off what? Beef. So it took one of your biggest acts to get into a beef just for one hip hop song to get into the top. And then they had it listed at 5. The rest were all Edomite genres. And it was another Jake that got that country song, Tips. Yeah. Everybody at the bar get tips. It's a Jake. He do country music. He had to do country music to get up there.
Wow.
So it shows you the state of hip hop is completely done. Your biggest song came from one of your biggest acts and it took a beef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It shouldn't take guys that already been in the rap game 13, 14 years to kind of give you some momentum. That shows you he don't care about it.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done with hip hop.
Yeah. And I can see. I mean, I guess I couldn't remember from I guess that he said try to go to the African music now with that girl. What's her name? The one that made it Water. Taya, whatever her name is.
Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah. I think she a Jake, right? Okay, I remember. I really can't say it.
But either way, like you look at these genres that run the world. At the end of the day, it shows you that Esau don't like Jake. They don't consume what they want to consume. That's why you got a group like BTS, the South Korean group, that's so fucking huge around the world. And they nothing but groups that's marking Jake.
Yeah.
With the dance moves, the R&B singing, all they doing is marking when they sing Jake.
Yeah.
And they're selling way more than any other Jake that can dance better, sing better. Yeah. But they the ones, it's crazy.
You know what it is? Because again, they're from a different nation, so it's Moabite, to them that you know what I'm saying. Us, they seen this 1,000 times, so they're not the new. But when they say Moabite or any other nation, they're like, because it's different.
It shows you that envy for Jake.
Yeah.
They wait for another nation to do it, and that goes back. This ain't nothing new. They showed you in that movie, the 5 Heartbeats, where they wanted to sell their record.
Yeah.
And then they on the record, they had the Edomites on it. They were like, "What are singing our song?"
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Just singing our fucking song.
Heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Singing doo-wop.
Yeah, I think the police pulled them over that same day, and they because they tried to say they were artists. The police didn't believe them, so then they was like, "No, nigga, sing a song." Then.
So it showed you they always wait till they can take what Jake has, and then give it to the other nations or themselves, so then they can
do it better.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's how you know they almost done with Jake.
Yeah, they go with you.
Yeah, if we wasn't here, they'll rewrite history. So like, they'll rewrite Michael Jordan. Said he was a white man. They said Michael Jackson was a white man. They said all LeBron James, all these different actors and so Denzel Washington.
But see, what they don't understand is really it's the Lord bringing it into this. The Lord is ready to move us to the next point in the story.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff is coming at an all-time low because the Lord is really done with it.
Yeah.
It's time for the next step, and that's the fall of America.
That's right. Yeah.
The 10 toes, the beast kingdoms.
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah. For us, for us to get the kingdom, one kingdom has to be thrown down, man. Like I said, and it's his kingdom. Like I said, he had his time, man. His time is up, man. He had 3 rulerships already, man. The Greece, the Roman, and then Americas, man. European. But yeah, you can go ahead.
The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If anybody want to get it, you can, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is watching this place, The golden cup that has been in the Lord's hands is down there at the dredges where, this devil has nothing else, and what the brothers have brought out, he actually thinks that the Lord is not making this happen. Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai has been watching this place since its incarnation. And now he's going to destroy it. You know?
Yeah, I got something to back you up.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
See, the Lord is throwing this shit down. Right? And he's using his sword to do it. He's using his sword to basically use the sword on himself.
Yeah.
So Esau is self-sabotaging, but he thinks he's doing it through his plan.
Yeah, I'm bringing my new world order.
No, nigga, the Lord got a perverse spirit in you to self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Because all it's going to lead to is your destruction.
The enterprise.
Hell, you know that.
And I got another one to back you up, brother. This is
Because any man in his right mind with no war, nothing good can come from continuous wars. Even David understood that. Like at some point, war gotta fucking stop. Even the Lord told me your hands too blessed. You can't do about it. So we had a period of 40 years of peace, and that was the only time we had earth as a king. Think about it. The people that the earth is for, we only ruled the earth for 40 years. It under the way it was supposed to be as Hebrew Israelites. Only for 40 years.
that's an interlude, man.
Out of the thousands of years of history,
Generation.
Who was born in that time period, man? They're very blessed.
Oh, yeah. Generation.
Oh, yeah.
In the first 40 years. I mean, that's a blessing. Yeah, to see it.
but it was complete peace.
Yeah, yeah. No,
That's what I said.
No war, no pestilence, just no famine, just
Healing.
yeah. It's all other
just
nations.
live.
Yeah. You have trade
Quiet.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Esau, war.
That's
Famine,
death, disease,
National
sickness,
perverseness.
calamity after calamity after calamity, homosexuals, sodomy, transvestites, pedophilia, bestiality.
Have to get a second chapter, man. You need to have never satisfied.
what is it? Autobots and Decepticons.
There's a scene from their Disney Channel.
Hollywood.
There's a scene from Deadpool.
Yeah.
There's a scene from Deadpool when there's a scene from Deadpool when Deadpool had that woman by her neck. You know,
Which one?
Uh,
First, second.
the last Deadpool.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Deadpool had the woman by her neck. You know, with like with the helmet on her head. You know, to stop her bowels.
Sweet.
It must be the second.
No, it's the last one that just came.
Oh, yeah.
So Deadpool was like,
I don't remember.
"Why are you so evil?" And the woman was like, "My woman was like, I knew it is just in her innate nature to be the way that she was. She don't know why she was the way she was, but she just wanted to kill shit. You know."
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, David, female production.
I got another one.
I got another one after you.
This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. You know. So,
Oh, yeah. I remember you said that Esau will basically use his own lower levels to get to achieve where he, I mean, like I said, to achieve his enterprise, man. And what he did.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, yeah, you got it.
That's why the scriptures talk about those two horns, which is his two power structures of how he gives people that witchcraft and that illusion that they have. They can pick and choose. That at least that they got a choice. And meanwhile, he tax you out your ass. You'll continue a perpetual slave under his system. So he can keep you running that hamster wheel, so he can stay in power.
Yeah, right. That's why a lot of people think that they have a choice because they actually think that you can choose their leader. Oh, I can choose who my leader is. No, your leader has already been chosen.
Yeah, think about how psychotic that is for a second though. How many presidents been 50 what?
45.
Yeah.
40, okay. So you had this many elections, and every single election is always opposition.
Yeah.
In your kingdom,
Yeah.
it's always a opposing side. Nobody sees that as crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody, y'all never on unity.
yeah.
It's always something to have an opposing side about.
Yeah.
We're for this and we're for that. Why ain't everything just fixed?
Right.
That shows you this shit is crazy.
And then on top of that, like I said, these are the new candidates throughout the whole presidency that, again, the people never chose for themselves. You know what I'm saying? From like I said, from the ground up that they never knew as a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would think, okay, I want somebody that I'm the leader. I want somebody that's in our community that we go around with, that understands the struggle.
Who your mama? Who your grandma?
I'm saying like that.
Who
You
your
don't want
uncle?
somebody that
Who
you
your kid,
never.
nigga?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's supposed to do.
That's the first thing Jake asked. We see you at the family reunion. Who you my cousin?
Yeah.
I don't remember you. Who your oh you such and such. Oh yeah.
Oh, come here.
They might not know you, but if they know them, you automatically in. Oh
Structure, you've been brought up.
Exactly.
But if they don't know you, you put that plate down.
Oh yeah. Until we get some confirmation about you, don't you touch nothing.
Put that plate down. Nah, I'm dead ass. I seen a video like that.
Our family do that shit, bro. They did that.
Put that plate down. Put that plate down.
Nah.
Here with.
Did you get your shirt? No, I ain't.
And you got
Yeah,
you have to greet everybody.
You gotta have your family
Don't
shit.
you
Yes,
go
you
in there
gotta
with no goddamn plastic plate and you ain't greet everybody. You gotta greet the ones that sitting in that. See, this is what we came from. It ain't like that today. But everybody, the old folks that sitting in the room, make sure you go find them.
Yep.
Don't make them have to see you later. And you go find them. Hey, I'm such and such.
Yeah.
Deal with whatever. The rhetoric you gotta listen to. Then you go upstairs. Let's see you go upstairs. Then you go to the kitchen. No, you go outside. So then you go to the kitchen. Whoever in the kitchen. Did you greet sunset?
Yeah,
I got one. Okay.
You know, that's courtesy. That's respect. That's heritage. That's the stuff that we learn.
I mean, shit, they show you in movies. They show you the Godfather. You know? They're gonna show you respect to the family, and then you know? Elon does the same shit.
Yeah.
You visit the elders, and then everybody else.
Nowadays, no, I just came out to get a plate. I ain't even going for it.
Yeah,
You can't stay long.
I can't stay long. I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that in the 90s. Man, I remember how it was being a child in the 90s. Everybody talked to everybody. Even if you didn't agree with each other or you didn't fuck with everybody talked with everybody at least for a little bit.
And you get a family picture.
And those were the best moments because you got to arguments with your cousins. You meet somebody, you end up meeting a chick you like on this side of the family. Like, man, she bad. What's up, family? She on? Oh, that that ain't your first cousin. I'm dead ass.
Hey, you sure that's my cousin?
And that's legal.
Those were the good days, man. That's what people want to go back to, but it ain't going back. You gotta wait for the kingdom for that. That type of unity and community and bonding over. Because actually, mealtime is actually a time for bonding. You know, supper. They call it supper.
Yeah.
It's actually a time to bond and break bread. You know,
I got precept.
you don't just eat and then stuff your face and then go back about your business. People can sit, talk, shoot the shit. That's what breaking bread is about. Especially after a long day, which when you don't have these things set up in a household, it causes people to look for another way. And when they don't find a solution, it drives them crazy. Because those are basic functionalities that should be in the house. A man, a woman, children, breaking bread at the table at the end of the day. He knows what's going on with his kids. He knows what's going on with his wife. You know, and he divulges what he wants them to know. And, it's a sense of comfort that brings. Just that piece alone being taken away, it takes a lot from a man,
That's a good day.
That's a good word.
Yeah, you can find that, and it happens in the day. That's a good day. You're not worried about tomorrow. Here it is. We living in the kingdom. We got to worry about next week. We're not eating more. You planning on shit. You planning on your vacation 2 years in advance.
That's crazy.
Here it is. The New Year's roll around. You got to tell these motherfuckers when you want to take vacation.
If they even approve it. That's why you got to let them know. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you look about seniority too. Somebody that's higher level, they've been there longer than you, they get it first.
Yeah, and I've been down that road. You got to let these motherfuckers know when you want to have a vacation or even a day off.
That's sad.
You got to give me 24 hours in advance if you want a day off. Why?
Like, what is going to happen in that 24 hours?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying your family, something like that.
Car accident.
You got to bring in a note. That's sad. You know what?
Doctor's note.
Yeah. You know what's so fucked? I remember one time I went to school. One of my teachers, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she had a funeral, their family, and then what made her upset is that basically she had to get like a funeral pass to let her know as proof that one of her family members actually died.
Ain't that about bitch?
That's fucking sad, man.
It's wicked.
That's even. He constantly talking us. It goes all back to slavery. You know, you had to have a certain past. Let's say master say you have to go and get your crops, whatever the case may be, to go from this plantation. That you had to have a past. And if you didn't even have your papers, or you let's say when you didn't even know how to read off those papers, and when slaves catch you, man, let's be your ass gonna get tortured. And if you was a woman, God forbid, you was gonna get raped, and whatever the case may be, man.
And nobody would have believed you either.
And they put those same type of rules and regulations to these schools. You gotta have a hall pass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
To
yeah,
be in the
but
hallway
yeah,
and so on and so forth. Or your ass gonna be in detention.
That's slavery. That's how you know they go back to
Yeah,
slavery. That
man.
all past shit. I remember that. Yeah. Now it makes sense because it's true. I said, damn.
Or in prison, you gotta have a certain slip, you know, or like the guard gotta be with you to escort you from here to there.
That's what any nigga woman. See, look, but if any nigga woman willingly lays down with either like off with her head, because how could you do that knowing your great great grandmother, great 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 grandmother, you know what I'm saying, probably got raped at the hands of the because she had, you know what I'm saying, but you willingly laying down with these niggas.
Not even that. Have babies.
Burn your ass at the stake, man. Because you follow the lineage of their seed.
Yeah.
You can't see that, you dumb bitch.
But through oppression, she think that, like I said, language either might having kids and family, she think that she can skip that oppression. You know what I'm saying? That's why you know what I'm saying. That's why what they want to settle us with either might that's like you said, that's you know that's legal, whatever, dorky, whatever you seem like. Damn. Again, like you said, because what probably got a decent, you know, a decent house, you know, decent credit score. That's it. You know what it is, man.
Yeah, right.
And they believe that's why I said, you know what I'm saying.
Until nighttime hit, he come out with that weird ass costume.
Okay, that's it. That's
butt
it.
plugs. And he like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, the butt
Plugs and them
Finish the
that
grade.
electricity.
The grade.
Baby, you ready? And shit.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
You know, he's so wild, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So sheep.
You deal with that shit.
Till nighttime.
Sniffing that shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
crazy.
He's slipping off her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bloodshot red.
and they said folks on
Each woman out there. Oh, hey. Look at the Bernie Mac daughters, so to speak, man.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at the Bernie Mac daughters, you know what I'm saying? What's the oldest one? The dark skin.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
She dealing with a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Old nasty ass eating. I mean, she okay with that.
And all of her posts are like trying to defend her blackness, you know?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And Eve actually thinks that just because she has a child by this man, that somehow her child is protected. You know? Because that was the issue with Eve, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, having a so-called black baby, you know, I'm worried about
Mixed
my
baby,
baby.
blue eyes, and all that.
Well,
No.
well, nah, you know, like I'm having a black baby. So
that's
like cuddle him, you know, so that way he be protected, which is why I'm in it so fucked up now. Whereas if Eve have a baby by an Edomite, she somehow, I don't know, I guess think in her mind that somehow the baby's more protected.
Yeah.
That is what it means.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got the hair, the remember sometimes the eye, the light skin color.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, depending on the genetics, you know what I'm saying, which is stronger, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the child look like more big. Yeah, right, or mother, you know, depending on genetics, how the father.
It's more acceptable for an Edomite to walk up and see a darker skinned baby and say, that's my child, than it is for a kid. And walk around with the Edomite child and say, that's my child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mindset of Eve is just, shut the fuck out. I got another.
Oh, so you want more?
Well, I was going to land back on what you was going into. As
Goes back with the black and white situation that's going on.
I got something to tie in.
But you know, all right, Con. Land back and on what the brother brought out earlier. Going back to the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua power. For 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. You know, and that's also going back into how, you know, this devil don't actually think that it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that's doing this too. You know? Because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast up all pity. And he's doing that now, you know? Because the sword of this devil stands well beyond, you know, like his carnal weapons. You know, it goes into his food, it goes into his philosophy, it goes into, you know, where he actually put us, you know, the water system, whatever. You know, everything that this devil lays his hand on is a sword unto him because he uses it as a sword against us.
Yeah.
In the world. But fuck the world. But, it's all about Yasharal. And did cast off all pity. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. And that's exactly what is done, and that's what he's doing. He's constantly showing us how much he actually hates us. But we see it, and that's why during these times, like when the devil shuts everything off, he's not gonna care about his people or let alone Yasharal, because he's done using Jake. He's got as much out of Jake as he can possibly get, and now he thinks that a robot is going to be the replacement for the next appropriate or next thing. He actually thinks that AI is going to rebuild a system that he sees fit.
Yep.
Going back into what the body was saying, the Albashim Yahushua has him in a trick bag, and the thinking that is by his power.
Yeah.
You got it.
Again, and going back to Job, man, because that's his enterprise. That's what he wants. He wants everything digital, artificially. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what he wants, man. And then he believes like you achieve that, which is totally opposite. Which you already know, MLTV, all actually so everything.
Exactly. If I may say this, even though his anger continue perpetually, ours is going to continue perpetually until he's wiped off the face of the earth. And to put a timestamp on it, from day one of the kingdom starts your clock. 1,000 years from then, you're done.
Yeah, there's no need to then because because we got other nations, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
He's servitude, so
Yeah, we got 17 other nations out there.
yeah, so hey, funny enough, like I said,
16 excluding Yasharal.
And look how big Israel is when we don't even know what the tribe of Dan is. So you take that in consideration.
Yeah. Again, it go to show you how much the boy really hated Esau in the beginning, man. For him to get exterminated, you know what I'm saying? Who all the nations most hated one for you to show you, man. He said they go hate you.
He said my indignation for this people forever, man. So you gotta look that on you gotta really analyze that, man, because we're on a different time than the Lord, man. 1,000 years is one day to the Lord, man.
Damn.
Because he said forever.
Yeah.
And it's only been like what 2 days where it came to be to the Lord.
So like I said, this was more on the so in the kingdom when the time comes. So one day to the Lord, he's gonna go out there in one day in the Lord's time. That's crazy. It's one day. He said, I hate you. Yeah. That's crazy. In the Lord's time, one day, and time I took in the kingdom. Because like I said, our time, like I said, our time is gonna be way slower, which is that beautiful. Slavery, but in the Lord's time, it's like no day. I said, damn.
Scripture
Hey,
say
3 days.
Nope. Not even
2 days.
So the scripture say that
24 hours. I said, damn.
we will do the same thing that Yahushua did in greater. So, if Yahushua repaired the ear, cut the fucking leg off, repair that, send your ass back to work. It takes that happen tomorrow if I don't need my phone. You don't do your job? All right, shit, I'm coming here. I'll get shit back, come back tomorrow, and you make your work. But expect to ask whooping every day.
Yeah, you can just wake up knowing you getting your ass.
You'd rather eat them like
Except for the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Except for the Shabbat. You might well know, just get that out your head.
People have pizza.
No hope.
Huh?
They want no hope for us.
No.
We had to wake up every day on them plantations, know what the fuck we was going to endure. So fuck you, bitch.
Can you imagine you work like 28 hours, something like that, and then you get 1 day of rest? It's like even that one day, the Sabbath's not going to even help. It's gonna make it worse because your mind
You think about it.
You ain't got no time to heal.
Yeah.
You got PTSD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got no time to heal, so
You gonna be on the Sabbath. You gonna be thinking that it's a regular day and it's the Sabbath. All day.
Yeah. Hey, like you said,
12 hours later. Right. Soon the evening comes. That's your ass.
Have a sign.
That's what I'm saying. You even have the rest though. It's gonna make it worse.
Gonna speed up the days on the Shabbat. It's gonna speed up the time.
Work, man. You know you gotta work. Go ahead, Zabak. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's Zabak games.
It's Obadiah. Verse 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side in the day that in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces and foreigners entered into his gates.
Yeah.
And cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother.
Yeah,
The day.
look at them. What do they bring to the earth? I mean, look at them.
God, yo,
You gonna share the kingdom with that? Fuck no, man.
not at all.
And they've always stood against us, during the time of the
Eaters, that's
time.
what they are. They just eaters. That's all.
Yeah, useless.
Like,
At least we had the, at least in slavery we had the capabilities to be able to be runaways because we always fast, strong, we could jump over shit. They don't even have the capabilities to be runaway slaves. They don't have attributes. They can't even outrun us in our base state. So how can they do it in a God state? They're fucking doing
I'm not even trying though.
it. You know how fast you gotta be considered a runaway?
Yeah.
Jake was
Run it.
Jake one of these 40-yard dashes, running a 0-3 through the
dogs.
going through ponds and shit.
yeah. The trees.
Yeah, Jake was utilizing them skills, bro.
What the hell?
Because they wasn't catching Jake till like days later.
Now back then, the thing like
At night.
Yeah, Jake was getting up out of there. Jake was getting up out of there.
And not to mention the ones who was rebelling, like Nat Turner and his, whole congregation, how he was fighting against the slaves.
Yeah.
They couldn't catch their asses, man.
Guerrilla warfare.
Coming through, hey, got his ass with an axe, all type of shit.
Just like Garrett, Ruben that was fighting on, they was in the swamps.
Yeah.
Damn.
Under the swamp. He saw walking with his Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, under the
They killed us.
come out, jump out. You can just picture, just jump out.
Water.
Wow, so Neymar shit, killing their ass. And that's where they get Neymar shit from. The water people. Dad out there in Florida, them swamps, they was in there waiting on ambushing you.
Yeah.
Bang.
Had to.
And if you want to, we can see shit.
And I gotta watch that too.
Watch it. That's
That didn't kill the water like
good. Yes.
I said, God.
The one had to talk.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You have more on that out?
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Verse
Obadiah.
12, Obadiah says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day that thy brother and the day that he became a stranger, neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. So, as we see, hey, it's going to take you out outside to bring this stuff down, because you'll run into them. They'll see us on the highways and byways and so forth, and they'll smirk and they'll laugh and different things. Why? Because they enjoy who they are in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Their history is profound in them. You know what I'm saying? It's established in them from a young age, and it should be. And it is a good thing, because it's a worthy adversary. You know what I'm saying?
Proud. Nigga, you better not need. You better stand for our anthem.
Yeah. So,
Like I said, they were serious about them. Any NFL, they don't, they fight.
So they, it's gonna take the Albany outside to break them down. I still see pride falling before destruction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these places definitely do for just that.
Yep.
I got a precept back for you. Want to bring this out? Now I'm backing on what the brother just brought out.
Yeah, it's crazy. They see America falling, and they say we have to do everything to save it, but they won't consider the fact of what they did. That maybe that has an inkling on how the place is collapsed.
Right.
Maybe it's the millions upon millions of people you murdered, raped, stole from to build your fucking colonies, nigga.
Right.
They don't even consider it.
No.
So that's prideful, man.
Yeah.
They don't even consider that as being a cause of their fall.
Yep.
It's because of us. It's because of us, our bankers, and us. It's just us. We're the reason. We have to get control over it.
It's not about what you did to us, though.
Yeah,
That's not an issue. They don't even consider it.
That's the spirit. Can I help us out?
The
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. in the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Man, back on what you said, they don't consider the blood that they shed.
And also, I go back to Zechariah where it says they should hold themselves not guilty, man.
That's right.
Which they do, man. Like I said, this is on my side, man. Like I said, you can be Edomite. It's like you can be a witch. It's like you can be like a widow, teenage Edomite. That got drunk and had Jake killed in a car accident, before Jake's killed in a car accident. But the judge, of course, that your family got ties in, with the court system, then you maybe get about maybe 3 years. Shoot, even less. Or you may even be counted. Oh, if you got a mental illness or shit like that, and then you're off scot free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how corrupt. The American justice system is, man. Like I said, again, it's not designed for our people, man. It is designed for them. Like I said, it's cool for that.
Yeah. And if they're failing and hadn't accomplished anything, you don't fail altogether.
Yeah. Damn smart, man.
You got it, bro.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor to fill the face of the world with cities. It says, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. So because ultimately, hey man, like the brothers was going into as far as Edomite supremacy, they have benefited, off of their forefathers, man. And they constantly, to this day, they're constantly in that proud American Edomite spirit, man.
Not the gem, but also the other nations that come over here. Man. You other Edomites, and then you other nations, you Hamites, you Ishmaelites that set up, like I said, your stores and your businesses, man. Primarily in Jack Network. You got to get it too, because like you said, you know what I'm saying, Moabites, Koreans, whatever, man, they got to pay too, because y'all know what y'all doing. Like I said, prime example is the movie Good Hair, man. With Chris Rock. Like I said, the other nation, like you said, they use our women because they know that our women are the biggest spenders. They know that. Like I said, it's $1 billion business.
Yeah.
Like I said, go back to the curses. Go back to Isaiah with the scab and all that stuff, earrings and all that stuff. What our women do? They buy weave, hair, makeup. Big business, man.
And they all benefited. You say they have created a tumult.
Yep. And what do? They send right back at home to their own nation.
I got this.
Going back to what Hanaya had said about the other nations, I seen a clip. The goop bitch, she on the subway train with blonde hair.
Yeah, nigger. Yeah, you don't like the shit, huh, B-boy?
Like she went on a straight racial rant. Yeah. But she's a goop with blonde hair, man. She's going on a racial rant. But it shows you she came here. Her family came here. She grew up here amongst Jake, seen the state of Jake, and decided, forget about what Jake went through doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The effects of what Jake went through doesn't matter. When you put a people through that type of psychological damage and that type of oppression and slavery, the trickle-down effect is going to be, if you ask me, we're doing great with spreading power at y'all about Shah. Because after slavery, you had Jim Crow, you had the crack epidemic, the war on drugs, you gave us gangster rap, and you created these niggas, and still you have a remnant with some sense in their fucking brain. Yeah. So if you ask me, what other people on earth could withstand half of what we went through as a people? But they don't even consider the things that we went through. They just look at our states.
You loud black bitches, always loud in a Walmart fighting. Your men sell drugs, your men on child support. They don't take care of their kids. Yeah. That rap music you listen to.
They just look at the state you're in. They don't consider what has happened to you as a nation as being an issue. Mm-hmm. And that's what the Lord will smack the shit out of you for. Mm-hmm. How dare you look down on us?
They drug money that funded the wars to help them with. They had us fucking selling it in, New York and so on and so forth and all these, throughout the nation. And we had to serve that life sentence, whatever the case may be. While them other ones is popping off of this, sending money to Amalek and so on and so forth, man. You know, they ain't paid. They ain't paid for shit, man. But best believe they are in debt, man. The Lord is going, require that of them, man.
Oh yeah. Again, that's why, like I said, now, like I said, everybody getting now. Like I said, these group shops and Elon, they're losing their businesses, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? They got to go back home. You know, because like I said, their homeland, they ain't shit at their homeland. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was it.
That's in a Norfolk toenail.
You funny. Yeah, look at it.
I mean, that's
Yeah, just real quick, you got it. This is Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to her, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And that's ultimately what is going to come to, man. The Lord is going to, destroy these nations, man. Be it nuclear weapons and so on and so forth. He's going to bring these nations to naught, man. Because honestly, man, it's time for their ass to be in chains as well, man. Because of what they did to us. You brother got it.
Yeah, Con, it don't matter if you keep your here with their being afraid of sending them over there for the war. Either way you cut the cake, their judgment is set, whether you're here or you're over there. So let me bring this out right quick, Bubba Pashar. Would anybody have anything? You can bring it out.
That was just going into what the brother was talking about how these nations don't even consider the predicament and the things that we went through. The reason why people are so psychologically thrown throughout the earth and they're fucked up. But it says Jeremiah 15 and 5. It says, "For who shall have pity on thee, O Jerusalem?" It says, "For who shall bemoan thee?" And they don't bemoan us whatsoever, man. They look at the state of our people and they just like, well, they just finished, they through, and they leave us there. It says, "Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?" So they ain't really trying to put no real kind of effort into making sure we can come, because they not wrong. Jake fucked up, but it's based on the circumstance, So they
You know, like that real quick time. Going back to the movie, The American Gangster. You remember when Frank Lucas got arrested? He said that. He said, what? The Italians didn't want to get rid of you.
yeah,
You know why?
Yep.
He said, of course he was from himself, but he said, why? He said, nah, yeah, because he said, that's your Jake. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Because what, it fucks up their businesses.
Yeah.
And on top of that, and he said, you represent progress.
Oh no, yeah, that's it.
Again,
That's it.
for his people, say even though you still drag at it, but again,
Yeah.
it's the fact that he's a Jake, and then his business, like I said, they never expected him to get to be driven to it. That's why they didn't like. They was afraid of him.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it was to community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when Jake was established, towns would have been out of there.
Yeah.
So even though, like I said, it wasn't really betraying how to fight, it's just a movie about again progress.
Yeah.
Like I said, these other nations see that we're progressing, they hate them.
Yeah.
That shit goes back to, like I said before that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What? You are peculiar people.
Yeah, they gotta have their hand in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't have their hand, see, they don't mind progress
Yeah.
as long as they're controlling.
Yeah, controlling it's like again.
Because they can turn it up and turn it down when they want.
Yeah.
Their value has a millions.
Yeah.
Allow you to live in a gated community.
It's like
If they don't have their hand in it,
Yeah.
they don't want you
Yeah.
progressing. The moment you progress without them, what they doing over there?
Yep.
What niggas got going on over there?
That's
Yeah.
what was 83.
Yeah.
When they plot and take us down.
Yeah.
That's what the brother was just speaking about. They wanted to join and build with us on building the temple. The other nation, they were like, oh shit. Which they saw the power that we had, which he saw the power that we had. That's why he spoke whenever, like you said, with Frank Lucas, he said, you represent progress. You got it, brother. That was it on that.
Yeah, Con. Man, backing up what Ariella was bringing out, as well as all the other brothers. The book of Sirach, chapter 41, and I started verse 6 and read down a little bit. The inheritance of sinners, the inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they have reproach for his sake. Regardless, if it happened then or if it happened now. Your fathers have built this nation or has destroyed the kingdom of Yasharala. By the sword. You have shed a lot of blood in this land. It came out earlier where, the Native American Indians had to use special tactics against you motherfuckers just to get through their time.
Yep.
Well, the time to come is going to be even more gruesome. You know what I'm saying? Because this devil's going to seek, to do what he did in the past to Yasharal. And it's going to come to nothing. You know, and it's going to come to nothing. Because you pursued us with the sword when we left out of Egypt, and you're going to try to come in like a flood during this time in the time of this Egypt. You know. But your children are the ones that's going to pay for this. I'm pretty sure that, their forefathers had an idea of what they wanted to do. You know, well, now their children are paying for it, and there's nothing that their children can say about it. You can sit back and you can say, well, it wasn't me, this, that, or the other, but you benefit from it. And you've been benefiting from it, and you have never made any laws to amend, or you have never caused any amendments to your laws to help us.
Yeah, I could see an Edomite with no arms, no legs on the street corner begging for help. That won't even move me 1%. I'm concerned with the state that I'm in with my creator. I don't give a fuck about these other nations and no goddamn Edomite, man. You gotta be out your fucking what you've done to our people and still doing, and the lack of consideration and empathy that you have within yourselves. I don't give a damn about no fucking Edomite. I don't give a damn about 2/3.
Yeah,
I was about to say, yeah.
them niggas is bold, man.
Last time.
And even
It's the fact that you in your kingdom.
yeah, right.
Nah.
Well, the brother said was spot on because you got to think about it. Every exit you get off of, every stop, you got Jake out there at bumming for money. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, they might really need it or it might be a hustle. But right now, they ain't the mind state. We ain't in the mind state to be. You know what I mean? Here you go. Nah, man, we trying to make sure we right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And remember, it's always about waking the elect up. It's all we feel the pain for our people because we went through it. We go through it. But we gotta remember it's a small remnant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can't deal with these niggas how they want to be dealt with because they have a sickness. Like you got these niggas say, "Oh, R.P. Rich Homie Quan," but nigga, you gonna listen to a song that's telling you to pop a Molly and drink lean all day long, and then say, "Oh man, R.P. Quan." And what the fuck do you care about Quan any goddamn day? Niggas dying every goddamn day, but Quan special to you because he made a couple songs. Master allowed him to make a couple songs that he wasn't even eating off of while he was alive, really, because him himself would tell you he was kind of in a dire state. You know what I'm saying? You niggas ain't got time to be saying RP on you. Nigga, it's about to be RP you, soon.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like I said, when somebody dies that they wish that they don't even know him, I'm like, do you know this nigga personally? Been to his house? Yeah,
I mean, you acknowledge it because it's part of news, so Jake want to acknowledge it, but Jake takes shit overboard with every goddamn thing.
Yeah, but and it becomes a popularity contest because as soon as he passed, look how many this. Yeah, not just women, even the dudes, they want to put up a picture. Damn, I was just good. You know,
Yeah.
like, but their own brother could give up the ghost saying you ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's all for vanity, man.
Yeah, people in your actual lineage, your cousin or your daddy said for fans, because you didn't know him. Man, he's irrelevant.
Yeah, right.
That don't move you at all. Though, but a nigga you don't even know, this nigga could be a degenerate, psycho, weirdo.
Oh, D, hey, tell me, Klein. He taught me how to hit the club. This lifestyle.
Yeah.
But people that really matter,
Oh, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You ain't made a rap song, nigga.
Yep.
I want to hear the scriptures.
Make a rap song. Make it dance.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Real quick, if y'all don't mind. The book of Isaiah. 1, I'm just start at 3, but the point's at 5. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Yasha'Allah do not know, my people do not consider. And like we just speaking now, these people don't really consider what's important. They don't, when we see somebody give up the ghost like that make us look the Wadi Yahaba Shimi al-Shah, that we not in that lifestyle, in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
Yeah, nigga that's in the crib popping whatever he was popping or taking.
Right.
You think his mind on the Lord?
Nope, far from it.
Far from it. You think he was watching videos in the crib of the apostles?
Right.
So what? I feel silly for rich homie. Nigga, what?
Yeah. Yep. It says, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Yasha'Allah unto anger. That's why he out of it. You know, he provoked the Lord to anger. He continued to push the narrative that Jake can be a degenerate, and it's okay.
Same thing with Young Thug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? Hey, same thing with Young Thug. They come on, free thug, free thug.
Yep.
Man, we ain't concerned about but Thug's case.
You know?
That's his business. If he dies, he dies. Goddamn.
Yeah, but and then on top of that, they saying free thug, but it, you know, he done put a lot of his own people down, like down. Yeah. So would it be free thug if one of your little cousins was one of the dudes that got put down by him in his game? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This shows you the psychological damage, and I went into this with the elder from Baltimore last week about that word thug, how it goes back to thugging.
You know,
because when you look at these names in hip hop, what I was saying basically is hip hop is basically worship of deities. All right, that's why the culture. You look at the women that's performing with their tongue out.
mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a Hindu deity.
Yep.
You look at these names, you look at the way they move, the pants sag, and all the pants sag, all this stuff goes back to worship of deities. Everything is very spiritual. So when you saying, oh, free thug and all this shit, these people have demonic spells on them. Don't even fucking realize it because you think the physical is more real than the spiritual. And it's not. You bug the fuck out and you got complete demons on you. The person that you rooting for got demons on them, and you got demons on you.
Thug is a deity, diva. Yep. It goes back to, I think, a Hindu deity as well. And remember, Beyonce was the queen of pushing that diva spirit, right? Right? And what also was that pushing? It was pushing, because I'm glad you brought that out. These women that are because women running the music right now, and what are they constantly pushing? Not to be by yourself, to do it on your own. Don't have a family. You know what I mean? Beyonce was the first one. All my single ladies, for all these women that singing these songs, go home to a dude, to a man. You know what I mean? But they basically pushing the destruction of our people. You know what I mean? Because a woman's not supposed to lead. But that's what they're pushing right now. Female empowerment, and they can do it all by themselves. You know? Let me finish this out, Salakia. The Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are going away backwards. And these people are backwards. Verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore?
Yeah, that's what the word degenerate means. It means going backward, falling away from. Our people are degenerate. If you tell a nigga he's a degenerate, he'll want to put a blicky out on him. Because he don't even know what the word means. Yeah. He just see it as a sign of disrespect, which goes back to what we were speaking about earlier. Emotional. You cannot, as a man, you cannot be emotional. You do not grow like that. You do not grow in emotions. If you can't feel a certain way about something that's being said, especially if it's not to your detriment. If it's for your betterment, you definitely shouldn't be feeling a way about it. Men do not deal with the brother earlier, return to the old paths. Men are old, they did not deal with the emotions. They dealt with what did it take to get this done or accomplish the best way possible. Fuck how I feel about it. That is completely irrelevant.
Oh, I didn't like the way he said that.
You gotta fight them fucking demons that you adopted from this world.
That's right.
You ain't deal with what is.
The brother Gabar from New York, not the elder, the one from Syracuse, he had a beautiful lesson today. He was getting on how, I ain't gonna say their names, but one of the camps was letting it slide that another camp practicing Sabbath wrongfully, right? But they brush it under the rug. But when it came to us, his whole tone changed because we bring out the great law, the law and great. You know what I'm saying? Right? And he broke it down how that's being emotional. You letting him slide on, he's doing this camp is teaching something that's wrong, but it's something you want to speak smoothly. But when it comes to us, you can just hear this whole voice change. And talk about these grown men think it's okay, you know what I mean? And that's emotion, man. Yeah. You know, but the scriptures right here tell you how to deal with that.
And brothers don't even speak on that often. That's another thing. We rarely ever bring on that. We don't. They talk about it like we hang together, and also,
you know,
Hey, brother,
that's how it works.
I'm going.
how would you like to feel to take something like that?
Yeah.
That's how they paint that picture.
Knowing that, again, like I said, that what their brothers got children. Come on, man. That make no damn sense, man.
And you got to
Brothers
remember,
got families.
those were in the ancient times. Things were set in the correct order.
Yeah.
Well, Salaki, let me finish this out. It says, "Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint." So we're not worried about. Yes, it's beautiful that our people are waking up and knowing who they are. And of course, you don't want to see your people in this situation anymore. But in order to alleviate for good, what has to happen? The elect have to be risen. This place has to be cleansed, and the kingdom of Yahshua has to come down. Then we won't have to worry about seeing Jake on the corner asking for money, hurting, seeing Jake walking around limping, or you can tell they high out their mind. We're not gonna have to worry about that if we do what we supposed to do. I don't want to rock this out. We be a man. Hey, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You gotta do that first, man. Salaki.
No, it makes sense. Like I said, even come to the truth, you have to understand. At the end of the day, this is your fight. This is your battle that you got to go. Like I said, no brother can help you, man. At the end of the day, man. You have to, like I said, improve on yourself, love yourself, before you can even try to even help another brother, man. Yep. Again, we fight our own battles. That's why I was talking about before. That's why, what I'm saying, I read that the second chapter again. Real quick, just to explain,
I'll get it real quick.
Yeah, 2.
I got you. This is Sirach 2 and 1.
Go down to verse. I think it starts verse 4 or 5.
Yeah, all right, Sirach 2 and 4.
Yeah.
It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully."
Yeah, man. So whatever we go through, man. Like I say, it may hurt. Whatever we go through, you may not understand. A quick moment, but again, you have to revert back to the scriptures about, again, even though we're talking about experience, man. Sometimes we have to go to the things to experience, man. If you say something, like I said, you actually make a vow to it. Yeah. For example, like I said, talk about a woman, say, yeah, look. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I don't need you. You say that, but when the time comes, when you actually, let's say you made love care. Let's say again, we all had a woman that we did whatever, and she leave you. You understand? You have to keep your word about it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, no, baby, no. It's like, no, man. Again, stand on what you believe in, man. Like I said, everything comes with a sacrifice, man. Again, we have many roles that fell out, did camp or what the truth due to a woman, man. I'm not just talking about that, I'm talking about jobs, money, whatever, man. Stand by what you say, man. As I always say, you gotta, like I said, if you don't stand for nothing, you don't stand for anything. Especially us men in love, we know that we have the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to look, man. You gotta have standards in this thing, you gotta have integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? We cannot forget we are men of the Lord, man. Not just any truth, but we have the real doctrine, man. Stand on what you believe in, man. And whatever you believe in, like I said, it's gonna happen. Again, just like our forefathers, man. Our forefathers had to sacrifice their time, their family, whatever, man. To achieve what they got. Again, look what happened, man. Prime example, look at Job, man. Job got 10 times than what he got, man. He may have not got it right then and there. He may not understand, but what? He still kept it second and he still believed. That's the point, man, that I wanted to bring out in the beginning. Like I said, whatever happens, look, again, the Lord did it for a reason. It's really a bit more than rest of the
It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state."
Again, like I said, when you're at your lowest, man. Again, the Lord gonna change you to be a strong person. Again, if the Lord loved him, who chastened him. If he didn't, it would have been acceptable, right now, to anything. But to show you that when they fell out, they wasn't part of it, man. Yeah. Prime example. Again, we still here to this day, man. That's a beautiful thing. And Lord willing that we continue to keep pushing and not fall out to anything, man. That's the scripture said. Well, if possible, they should see the lever elect. Like I said, I'm not gonna let somebody or something, whatever, for me to deteriorate my ultimate goal. That's why we're all here for. Again, like brother said before, come this truth. Why are you in this truth? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Why are you in this truth? Are you here just to be part of it, or do you want something greater? You have to ask yourself that. Brother say what? Your worst enemy is yourself. Like I said, this is nobody else. This is your race. You fight for what you believe in. Fight for that crime if you really believe in that, man. That's all I wanted to say.
Beautiful, because me and the brother was talking about this in the lesson yesterday. We supposed to be on the low right now. We're not supposed to be walking around with our head high, living it up on the side. We're supposed to be the low, because why? What? We are the meek. Now, right, what the scriptures say, though, the meek shall what? Inherit the earth. You know what I mean? So we can't walk around with no, what are we going to boast about? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It says be patient, because why? It says fight the good fight to the end, roughly paraphrasing, fight the good fight of faith, man, enduring to the end, man. So we gotta keep. If you walk around puff, and we seen that with brothers in the truth, they might have been head of the camp or very eloquent speakers, you know. And then you start seeing the arrogance, you know. And you want one of my favorite scriptures, Galatians 6:3, man. You can't think that you're bigger than the program, man. You know. So I give verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah, if I may add, because the reason why gold is put into the fire is to what? It's to purge out those impurities, man. We have a lot of impurities within us. The brother Abaya was bringing out earlier that we got certain fears, we got certain things that are within us that the Lord has to purge out for us to be put on that chariot, man. That's right. You know, so we have to be put to the fire, man. You know, Peter said, thinking not strange and something happens unto you, okay, concerning your fiery trial. This is a trial, man. We're going to be put through that fire, man. And best believe this shit is going to get hot, man. Because, hey, we serving the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. He's in control of everything, man. You know, so whatever you think that may be the worst, hey, I guarantee you, this is something way worse that a brother may be going through, man.
Yeah, I was talking, I brought up the clip of the Edomite set himself on fire. You hear him screaming. Well, the Lord said he's going to bring us through the fire. So we're going to be put through a situation that's going to have us like a person on into the fire. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard.
I mean, think about it. Anything that you want that has value, you want to appreciate. You want to try it. Yeah. Even with your woman. If you will, come on, man. Jake know how they do with their women. They throw little tests out there. Let me see if she's for me. Right. You're going to try her to see if she's worthy, right, or for you to deal with her. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord's doing with us. You got to try. She ain't just going to pick, all right, you can come in. No, I got to try to make sure you're worthy of this crown.
That's right.
And this blessing, because I sent my son somewhere else to make a place for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it, man. Yeah. And you should take that. It says right there, take it all cheerfully, man.
Yeah. You know? Everything requires a test. You know, getting your driver's license. Right. You know, getting a certain job. You know, you get a certain application, you get answered questions and so on and so forth. If you don't pass that test, you don't go to the next step. You don't progress. So it's the same thing with these little tests that the Lord, you know, throw at us. We have to progress, man. And I guarantee you, these tests are only going to get harder. But as they get harder, we grow stronger.
Yeah, it's straight to the point. That's what to bring out, man. You know, as again, you get if brothers don't got nothing, we'll go ahead and get Ecclesiastes 5. The brothers don't got nothing. So I feel. No, Ecclesiastes 5 on because we ain't get that. And somebody get yeah. I think it's 4. Yeah, 4 and 7. Or I got to call him. Yeah, so we
no, start at 4.
Yeah.
Second.
Right? Yeah, same thing. Yeah. But don't got nothing.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 5, starting at verse 4, says, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for he have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed.
Yeah, again, you know, stick with your word, man. You know, like I said, again, why are you in this truth, man? You know, like I said, if you can't handle the things now, man, I mean, at this point, you might as well just leave the truth, man. You know, just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, save yourself the trouble to come out here every Saturday. Just, you know what I mean, do what you got to do. You know what I mean, that you did back in the world, man. Because at the end of the day, you just hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just get more judgment on yourself.
You just wasting time. You could be a nigga. Go fucking, you can rob.
Yeah.
Think of the possibilities.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
That is like, if you somebody in the world, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You know what I'm saying? Do what you've been doing in the world, man. Like I said, there's no point of you coming out here.
Because you going to face the judgment of the 2/3.
Yeah, regardless.
So do 2/3 shit.
Yeah, you know because the Lord said he don't want nobody lukewarm. You know what I mean? He don't want nobody that like hopscotch, you know, halfway in, halfway out. Yeah,
the work that you're doing now is going to be forgotten anyways. The scripture said it.
That's what they're doing.
Yes, like
you know. That's that Israelites that's halfway in and halfway out. Might as well be all the way in the world because the Lord said he can spew out of his mouth either way.
Yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said, everything you store in your bank account is going to, you know what I mean? Lord going to forget about it. Because I mean, because what you already focused up before, what's the point of keeping it?
Because you got to think, somebody that's in the truth, but is being a nigga when nobody's around, his conscience is very heavy. You know what I mean? Think about it, because he might be at home cutting up when brothers ain't around, but when he around, you know, that conscience ain't like shit, man. You know what I mean? I'm around these brothers fighting for this, and I know I'm out here doing some shit I ain't got no business doing, man. You know?
See, but a lot of times with that though is when you got demons on you, you lack the spirit of conviction. So a lot of times guys don't even feel that.
Yeah, kind of.
They'll be by themselves and really don't give a fuck because they lack the spirit of conviction because a demon is on them. That's why a lot of people in this world can do the shit that they do. They don't have this conviction like that. And this is fucked up. Nigga, run that shit out. Blow your goddamn thing. That nigga don't, you don't feel bad about what he doing to you. He gonna go do it again.
Yep.
But you about to add on?
No, I was about, and also that also means why these guys leave camps and have that lone wolf spirit, so they can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? They don't have, because if a brother is somewhat sincere, if I know this brother's fighting for his crown and he's being a sincere brother, but I'm being a nigga, man, let me get on up out of here. You know what I mean? I need to go do my own thing. You know what I mean?
Or just like for example, like you just can come to the camp and say, yeah, I didn't agree with camping, so I'm just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
You know, you do the videos, you know what I'm saying? Me, I tried to join JMS and we just parted our ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So I'm doing my own thing. But I was joking around, but go ahead.
Nah, but that and they don't.
No, bro, that happened, but you know what I'm saying? They tried to join JMS and didn't work out.
Ultimately, that also goes to brothers that don't want to take correction and rebuke.
Yeah, that
as
also
well.
worked out.
You know what I mean? You know, the brothers that's on what we speaking on, you know, they don't want to deal with correction or somebody telling them, hey, you going on. You know what I mean? That's another reason why. But like the brother Bayou saying, you got the flip flop. Niggas who just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
And that's a 2/3 spirit.
Yeah, so that's why we say it. If you're being a nigga, go ahead and be a full-fledged nigga then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the 2/3 they hate the prophets, man, and it is really gonna show within these latter days. We correcting them, telling them to repent to the Lord. You know, don't take the chip.
Right.
You know, be aware of your enemies and so on and so forth. Read the scriptures, fast, pray. We telling our people all these different things. We're piping onto them, right? But what they constantly hate us, man. It's going to show, man. When that persecution comes to arise, man, when they want us dead and so on and so forth.
Hey, it says in the scriptures of rock, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you shall leave in the day of thy troubles, man. You don't know who a brother or not. So,
Yeah.
on show. Like I said, the niggas, I said that's what the scripture like. Everything's prophesied.
That's why I get frustrated when you see brothers leave the camp. That make you like, yeah, man, you supposed to be fighting. Even if you still out there teaching, man, you're not being a brother, yo. Like, cause you know everybody got different things about them. You know, might not vibe with a brother like that, but what's at the end of the day, man? What is our common goal? Yeah, what is our common? Yeah, man. So when you see somebody that, even if they still out there teaching, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That could have been prevented.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, just like we had somebody, you know, call his name. We don't talking about like, dog. That could have been prevented. But again, you did it upon yourself. Like I say, it wasn't anybody. Like you did this upon yourself. So you thought that you can, you know, do better. And force you come to find out now you want to regret it and come back like, bro, why you had, bro? Again, wisdom, man. You know, like I said, brothers don't think before they do stuff, man. Until they, now you're getting judged. Now all of a sudden it's too late now. Now it is what it. See, now you got to do your own thing now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you know do the work. It just won't be the same without brothers, man.
Yeah, that remind me of one scripture. You know, it goes into many have called upon me, saying, "Lord, Lord, I've not prophesied in thy name. Get thee informed against me." A lot of these people that may have fallouts, but they're gonna try to come back. Say, no, I did prophesy. I did know how it was about. I did do the lesson. I just, fell off. I was catching it. You know how it is. I was catching hell. Babylon was getting the best of me and so on and so forth.
See, that's how you know you're not chosen, because one thing about this truth, and the elders always say this, you may think you know yourself, but this truth is going to show you things about yourself you didn't even know or realize or paid attention to, about yourself. Like, damn, I am emotional. Damn, I do got pride. Damn, I am lazy. Damn, I am this. I am that. Fuck. And a lot of guys, they don't end up passing the test. You can be sincere and want to be a Hebrew Israelite and want to be a part of the camp, but you just, once those impurities start being revealed, you realize, damn, I can't overcome this shit. You're just not chosen at the end of the day. Yeah, that's what this truth does. And it's only going, as we get closer, it's only going to reveal more and more about us that we, the Lord hates,
Yeah.
So you may think that I'm good, I'm straight. But to the Lord put you through certain situations with a brother or with somebody in the world or just a situation in general that reveals something about yourself, to be like, damn, now you're faced with a situation. How do you handle it? The scriptures tell you how to handle it, but only the chosen are going to handle it according to the way the scriptures tell you.
And like I said, when you get faced with them adversities, remember, Satan back there waiting. Like I said, them demons live, they working out. You know what I mean? So, when you have something, you gotta be on guard because Satan will creep up on you. You have to start thinking all different types of ways and stuff, man. And look, we don't want to make our cross heavier than it has to be. You know what I mean? As they said,
Yeah, that's another thing too. So even though you might be going through adversities or whatever, you know, you have Satan fucking with your mind and have you doing shit and thinking shit and acting out a certain way. So you have to be cognizant of that as well, because that shit will take you out of your character.
Yep.
And the character that you want to maintain is a spiritual character. So even if you feel as though you're going off in some shape, form, or fashion, that's why it's important to have brothers. Let you know when you're going off, right? You're like, hey, boom,
Yeah.
So that's the beautiful thing. And to depart from that, put you at the hands of Satan, and his demons. So
Shoot, man, this brother Mother's out there with me for a long time. He'll tell you they've been situated without going into, of course, but he'll tell you, I needed this brother by me. The brother, like, hey, brother Conrad, it's just how that brother, but having a brother like that by you, it will recenter you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just to give a little bit of testimony. Sometimes you'll be out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even know in that moment you out of pocket.
yeah,
be in this flesh. So.
yeah, right, because you're right in your own mind.
Exactly. Or you allow your emotions to supersede what's important.
Yeah.
And you might not have the strength to supersede yourself. You may need a brother like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, you're right. You're right. Shit, triple hunter.
So that's why you should call it a blessing that Yahweh Shemi Awashai has put you around men and has given you that spirit of discernment, because you have to discern within yourself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the scriptures say that.
Yeah.
Examine thyself whether you be in the faith.
Yeah, right. Honestly, you got to constantly endure. You got to constantly. This is a constant examination. It ain't a day where you should go by and you be like, nah, but no, no, you're never good. There's no good. So you got to constantly fight them demons. That plague your mind, that may plague your body, that may plague other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Satan likes to do whatever he needs to do with whatever he needs to do it to. He can do with other prophets. He can have other prophets give you false information. So you got to be cognizant of that thing. That's why these scriptures are very important. I'm saying? It's like that prophet, that Yahweh said, don't stay on the path, do what I told you to do. Don't divert. And this other prophet was like, come over my house. And that prophet actually went over that other prophet's house and was put to death. I believe by it. But nonetheless, stay on the path. Stay on the path.
Again, I said, what? Becoming the truth, you do something, but you have to prove yourselves, man. It's good to talk about prove a friend, I guess you just don't meet nobody just be cool with me. It don't work like that, man. I mean, you gotta prove them. How to prove somebody what is in that darkest times, man. You call a brother, hey, brother, I really need you, man. You gonna be there for me? Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm out there, man. The question is not, damn, I'm doing something right quick, with such and such, man. I'll be there. I try to be there eventually. It's like, no, man, is either you come or not, man.
A friend would be known as a university.
Yeah, it's like a church, man, like the university.
University might not come to you. You might have been in the truth 3-4 years and haven't experienced university with a brother yet. You know what I'm saying? And then that's a new battle. You know what I'm saying? Or adversity, just anything. It could be years before you experience certain situations. That's why a lot of guys fall out, a lot of things happen, and it changes things, you know what I'm saying? But if you already have the wisdom, but it's whether you're going to apply it in that situation.
That's right, boy.
Like I was just saying, which is key. Your emotions, you may not have the strength to supersede your emotions, your pride. That's why you got to work on knocking that shit off, because it may not be a brother near you in that day and time to tell you, hey, all chill. It may just, the Lord may just have you by yourself, and you ain't got the strength to overcome that demon because you ain't been doing the necessary things. And now your emotions supersede what you know is right. Your pride supersedes what you know is right. And that's when you start to lack conviction. And now that demon is starting to lift. You know?
Right.
A lot of these guys that have fallen out, going back to your point, you know, these ex-heads and these, you know, these top speakers, quote unquote top speakers, they allowed their emotions to supersede what was important. Their pride, their ego. And they lacked conviction because the demon took over them. They know what's right. They've been teaching for over a decade. But the emotions and pride supersede them. And they don't have the strength to overcome that demon. They don't. Because they ain't chosen.
Yeah,
That's what it boils down to.
to.
Nobody can save a fall off. He wasn't chosen.
Yeah. Scary thing, man. Like I said, you never know when the test's gonna come, you don't know if you're gonna pass it. Man. That's why, again, like brother said, you gotta use wisdom even when the time comes, you gotta apply it, man. I mean, it's like I said, easier said than done. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we all had a test, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a test. If they don't, it's gonna come eventually. Like I said, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna continue to get. Like I said, the stuff that we're going through now is not gonna be kept compared to Jacob trouble, and we know that for a fact. Because, like I said, because it ain't gonna be it's gonna be so fast, so instant, man, that I can't imagine.
Like Apostle Ronald said, if you ain't catching no help, you ain't doing something right, man. You know what I mean? You know, and it's just you know, being in truth, you learn to realize that, hey yo, it's suffering for a reason. The Lord is testing you. So if you're not getting tested at all, like everything is smooth sailing for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you gotta re-examine. You gotta go back to the drawing board, man. You know, you gotta really examine yourself. You know.
Or just know you about to get hit with a fucking storm.
Yeah.
You never seen it. Because you could be a brother that ain't really went through that. If you've been in 2 years, 3 years, you know, ain't been that bad. The Lord gonna rain a year on you from pits of hell. Everything just start going wrong. Everything.
Yeah.
You mean all I gotta stand on here for 2 hours? I can do that. I got good leads and everything. It don't hurt me. I can do this.
Where we're at.
Oh yeah. Scriptures out, bring them out. And after,
Yeah, let's finish those off.
yeah, we'll put you back. Go ahead and bring that out real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 5, it says, it's better, so like it says, better is it that thou shouldest not vow, that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should Yahweh be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thy hands?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much simple. I mean, ultimately, you know, this is truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, you're gonna make that Heavenly Father angry, man. And he's gonna lose faith for you. As scripture says, care upon the Heavenly Father, for he cares for you. So if you took the Heavenly Father, that means that it's right for him to take you back, because at the end of the day, you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody but yourself. For like I said, for reason for you talking about just speaking in general, even for you to get caught in the camp or anything like that, it's really, you know what I'm saying, it's really upon you, because you're the one that did it. Now, of course, it's possible to come back, but you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all up to the Heavenly Father if you see fit, man. If not, you just gotta.
We ain't in that time, man.
Nah.
Don't give them that bone. We ain't in that time of leaving the body.
Nah, I'm just saying because
them days are over.
I never,
man.
like I said, I don't know.
Them days are over, man. Because if you can't see what's more important right now, I don't know what to tell you. Because we at the end of this thing, the elders been saying this. We not in the same time we was when we first came in, brother. And you can make mistakes. Oh, 2-3 years down the line, you get called back for a year, 2 years. You can't move around like that. Jake got to know what's important. What's important is the truth. It ain't what you got going on in your life. You have to put this truth before you and everything else that you got going on. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the situation, it don't matter. Get the situation done because it affects your body and the truth. You got to think, I don't care how it makes you feel. You got to tend to that. That's the Lord's flaw. Or you think you're so bigger than it.
Right.
You think what you got going on is more important than what the Lord's ministry. And if you do, then you need to just go.
All right.
Bring that up.
Yeah. You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
The book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7. I have fought a good I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
This is precious, man. Like, even with us, the only reason we was allowed back then was because that wasn't us. That wasn't us that initially did that shit. But this is precious, man. This is the most precious thing on planet Earth. You don't discard it and then think you can just grab it back like that. This is not how it works.
Yeah, it's a gift.
It's the most precious gift Yahweh Shem Shah is giving right now.
Oh yeah, I can just get it back and get it.
No, it don't work like that. It's not gonna work like that. And that's why we have the elders that we have. They deal with you with you doing it? Whenever something gets up to the elders, how do they handle it?
No.
They don't even, because by the time it gets to them, they don't even want to hear. They don't even want to hear what it happened. Because we don't all went up the chain of command. What you say you did? Okay, then let them know. Every time that I've heard an elder make a decision on a situation, they don't even give a fuck. They just make it. Oh, okay, cool. Tell you give us more pay. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Because you took for granted the most precious thing that you could have.
Makes sense.
Go ahead, brothers.
Verse 8. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the righteous judge, shall give me at the day, and not to me only, but unto them also that love his appearing.
Yeah, man, go to show you, man, that crown, man, that y'all should give us what? We kept the faith unto the end and we did the work that we're supposed to do, man. And after that, like I said, good story, like I said, you know what I'm saying? This is just, hey, leads to greatness forever, man. That's what we achieve, man. And, what I'm saying? We gotta do whatever it means to can, like I say, it comes to sacrifice the ones that we love or whatever we gotta do to achieve that goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, something greater is gonna come out of that. Again, we gotta believe, we gotta hold fast to that crown, man. Like brother said before, man, work out your own salvation for your journal. This is on you. You know what I'm saying? How badly do you want it, man? I always say, as I said at the beginning, I say either you're somebody or you're not, man. And I'm pretty sure that I test our best that we want to be somebody, man. Righteousness and humbleness, man. Not just be nobody, come back to the kingdom, head down, and, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we all want to be the first fruits, we all want to be crumb. We all want to see this devil go down, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a one-time event, man. It's going to be remembered forever through our generation to generation, to our children and children. That's something that we want to have.
And these years will become in vain. Look how fast 2024 going by.
Yeah, that shit.
It's like the years don't even have feeling no more to it.
Right.
Shit is just people just going through the goddamn motions.
That's the key word.
You just working, paying bills, doing whatever you do, and then the months just fly fucking by.
Even I get tired.
So this shit is over with, man.
I know.
You got to take hold of this,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
This is the only thing that
5
matters.
years old for the next year. You Charles here. Damn.
That was it, though?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
So yeah, so with that, man, hopefully brothers edified another beautiful lesson, man. To come out here diligently. We want to continue that, man. Keep pushing this word, man. Not just for for everybody, but also for ourselves, man. Because it's a fight, man. So we're gonna keep fighting until the very end. So with that, hopefully brothers edified. It's another beautiful lesson. As always, it's Greg Muslim Virginia. As always, the latest news article lessons of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. But as always, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh Shem Shai. Just want to say double honors to the elders and great Muslim wolf teaching of the truth. Of course, say peace and blessings and salutation to your eyes, my letter from the truth, God the full course of earth, presenting to the best of abilities. Gather the full course of earth, but then we'll say Shalom. Yasharallah.
Shalom.
Ball.
Shalom.